listening to All Riled Up.
Yes.
And in this week of All Riled Up, you get to know more about football.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome everybody to another.
You start Stafford.
I was gonna say you should start Stafford. Nick. Welcome
Stafford showed
everybody
it.
to
Benzema put it.
the most phoned in episode of All Riled Up you will hear all season. My name is Riley. Joining me today is Eunice. How are you, Eunice?
I'm doing pretty good. I got exciting news to share about my team when we get to it. I'm doing pretty good.
That's amazing. I'm glad that you can find enjoyment in football. And to my right is Sammer. How are you, Sammer?
I'm pretty good, chilling. Finished my classes today, so I'm chilling.
Fantastic. And
Yeah,
then,
sorry for the hold-up. Summer kind of made us late.
yeah, Sammer. Fuck you, Sammer, dude. Also,
Your thumbnail.
oh yeah, Sammer is making my thumbnails. I forgot. Never mind, Sammer. Thank you. You have such elegance and grace when you arrive on time. Because you did arrive on time is the funny part.
Did you guys find the Drake Maye in the thumbnail? Or
No, I have.
I haven't even looked yet.
Honestly, I gave up.
If I don't find it in the first 20 seconds, I give up.
Great to know you still got an attention.
I'm on
And the
my
reflection
phone.
of Jennings' helmet.
Yeah?
That's honestly what I thought. Oh, there he is.
No, that is. He's right there.
Yeah,
he's right
he's
above
right
the flag.
Oh my God, he is.
The only
Yeah.
reason I didn't think that was because last week it was the reflection. I'm like, he wouldn't do the reflection again.
Gavin, probably
Lad.
Probably, yeah, I was gonna say Lad. No, actually, you should start DK.
Really?
Yeah,
DK has an injury going on
the
now.
defense they're playing is not that good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'll start DK. Fuck it.
Well, I'm not playing you, so I don't care who you start. Which, by the way, what Dijon? I know I haven't done my intros all the way. Dijon, I just put belt to ass to you in fantasy last week. That was hilarious.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
No,
Yeah,
no,
The
no.
gonna happen
recap
twice.
shouted Riley out. Like I didn't drop 211, bro.
Yeah.
It really
I
doesn't
dropped
like
over
it.
200 points twice, and they say nothing. They only mention my name when I lose, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
you know
you
what?
fell off. JMO, Luke.
I'm first.
BTJ, I don't even think
I go on a
BTJ's going to be able to
3-game
work at
losing streak.
Walmart.
You know what,
I go on a
Riley?
3-game losing streak. I win once, and I'm back on top, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, Riley. I think your voice is finally starting to be heard because now this is starting to appear on my timeline. Now there's this really big Ravens fan page, and he just tweeted out when they signed Brandon Cooks. Bill's GM doesn't really get enough slander, in my opinion. What's going on?
Oh, yes, he does.
It's like spreading now. Like other teams
Dude,
are starting
I
to
saw
notice it.
I saw TikTok that says, what's it called? The Bills head coach has the highest odds of getting fired by the end of this season.
I hope
Really? He's the highest? I knew he was high.
so. God, I
didn't think he was
hope so.
number one.
Why are we... Hi, Dylan. Why are we W Tyrell Shavers? What did he do? I mean, he's cool, but...
They're hating to me.
And then, of course, Gus. How you doing, Gus?
Living on a prayer.
That's good. Malik, how are you, Malik?
I love John
I'm
Bovey.
pretty good.
That's
I
good.
can't complain.
That's good. That's good. Nothing to complain about.
Makes it better.
That's good. And then Dijon. As always, how are you, Dijon?
I'm doing fan-diddly-tastic. I'm not. I'm lying. Keeping the front.
W. Sean
guy.
McDermott. That's something I would, if I ever actually say that and mean it, call the cops.
It must be high.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not
Either
even
or.
high Riley would.
No,
No.
he wouldn't. I've actually,
You'd probably get more hostile.
yes. I mean, you should see some of the things I tweet. I remember when that. Actually, I'll tell a story later. Anyways, I promised that we would. Well, let me read the cap first. Bucky Saquon or Javonte Williams. I mean, probably. I know Bucky was at practice, but like.
So they announced Bucky will start this week. The head coach did last week. My only issue with starting Bucky is he's slowly losing his job to what's his name,
Right.
White, who's been going crazy the last 3 weeks.
I was
But
starting
they are
Williams
raising
anyways.
So,
They are versus the Cardinals, who are ranked as the 3rd or 4th worst rushing defense. So you
Yeah,
know,
they are
take
pretty
that how
bad.
you want.
but with Baker gone, it puts a lot more pressure on that running core.
Oh yeah, it all
Yeah.
depends too if Baker's been in.
He's not. I don't think so. At least
They said
It was
or,
a-
he didn't
he said
practice
he
today.
wants to play. I don't know if I believe him. You know.
Yeah, I don't think he made practice today. It's looking highly unlikely.
Yeah, he was. He didn't practice. Sean McDermott for Coach of the Year. I would rather pull all the teeth out of my head by myself. Rasheed or Chase B and Mbuka trade. Rasheed or Chase B and Mbuka. Probably Igbuka and Chase Brown. I don't know. I don't know what the trade.
Luka all depends on Baker.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say,
lie.
yeah, our trade. Well, I think Baker will be back like in a next week or a couple weeks because he avoided a serious injury. But yeah, so let's start the show, and I would like to start the show with what I thought was quite a interesting. I didn't even put anything about it in chat in our football group chat because I was like save for the podcast, try to get everybody's raw reaction. So if you're unfamiliar, and I know Gus has seen it, so have I. I have a lot of opinions on this as well. Because I hate so many of these fucking assholes. So we have so Gus, what exactly happened to start this with Cam Newton and
Okay, so
because
this all started.
I saw it after the initial incident, and I saw everything past what actually occurred for this to be a issue.
Right. So this initially started with Cam Newton on First Take calling the Patriots and Drake May fool's gold because of the schedule they've been facing.
Right. Okay. I did. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, first of all, is ridiculous. Like, do you expect them to lose to bad teams? Here's what I don't get about the whole schedule thing in the first place. Number one, at the start of the season, people didn't even think we would be 500. And second of all, what do you expect good teams to do against bad teams? Somebody answer me this, please.
True. You know,
Win.
Also,
you expect good teams to win against bad teams. What are they doing?
Also, the way the NFL
They're
works
also winning against good teams. Yeah.
is
Go ahead.
if you're bad the season before, like when you are required in the NFL to play like a certain amount of games against like every team in your division is playing every team from 2 other divisions. Like, and those are the games that are like set in stone. And then you play everybody in your division, and then all the other games are random from like a set pool, and it's supposed to be like, you know, 4th in the division plays 4th, 3rd would play 3rd, and so on, right? So it's not their fault.
It's really not. And are we not? And like we do okay against like a mid team and then people immediately put us on fraud alert. Like
Yeah,
the Broncos didn't struggle
Yeah.
against the Raiders. Like the Ravens haven't been struggling. Like the Bills haven't lost to bad teams. Like the
team
Eagles
loses,
and
too.
Green Bay haven't lost to bad teams.
Yeah.
Like bad games happen. And I also want to point out last year, everybody was calling the Commanders run a miracle run.
I would
Yep,
not
I
start.
was just about to
Who
bring
did they
them up.
play?
I would not.
I
start.
have
Who
their
did they
schedule
play?
from last year open right now. I was just about to share this because I was just about to say Jaden Daniels didn't get this hate last year.
Yes.
So last year, the teams they won against, I'm just going to bring up relevant teams, of course.
I was gonna say you can't count their division because they don't control that.
Well, even then, the only relevant team in their division that they beat was the Eagles one time where Jalen Hurts left after the first quarter.
Right.
So, not including playoffs, they beat the Titans, who were buns last year, Giants were buns last year, Bears were buns last year, Panthers were buns last year, Browns, Cardinals, Bengals, Giants. Those were all the teams that they beat last year. Last year, Saints, Falcons, and Eagles as well, but I just said Jalen Hurts was out after the first quarter. The teams they lost to last year, the Buccaneers, a playoff team, the Baltimore Ravens, playoff team, Steelers, playoff team, Eagles, the first time with the healthy Jalen Hurts, playoff team, and the Cowboys.
Does this guy
They beat nothing. They beat no relevant team last year, and they lost, besides the Cowboys, to all of the relevant teams they versed.
Yeah, and it's like when it comes back to like the whole Cam Newton, Stephen A. and the Drake May thing, like from like you were a quarterback in the NFL, you understand more than anybody. You don't pick your schedule, you play who you play, and you do your damnedest no matter who it is.
Right.
So to call them fool's gold after what has been going on this season, like yes, we still have a lot of issues we need to work out, some of them more serious than others. But you can't deny the results, which is what he's trying to do. Fool's gold isn't going into the Buffalo Stadium and beating him. Fool's gold isn't going into Tampa and beating them. And you can call them hurt, but we lost. We were down our number one receiver as well and our starting running back. So we've had our own share of difficulties throughout the season, especially against these big matchups. So it really makes no sense to call him fool's gold. And Drake May's response was, I don't even know what talk show he's on, was what he said. All he said about it. I don't know what talk show he's on. I play who I play. All I'm worried about is the people inside of the building and what they think about my performance and how we're doing as a team. It's a PR response, by the way. It's a PR response.
Right, naturally.
And to kind of clap back and call out Drake May trying to start a beef with him makes absolutely no sense. Like, put your ego aside, Stephen A. Smith. It's ridiculous.
I'm not going to lie.
It's really,
the
He's
Stephen
such an
A.
asshole.
Smith stuff, I'm just thinking,
really
I'm just
is.
going to assume Stephen A. Smith is doing what he's been doing, and he's just chasing a
Of course he
headline.
has, dude. Have you seen him? His beef with LeBron? It
Right.
makes no sense. It's so
Like
one-sided.
LeBron just finished getting his 4th ring, and then he's like, yeah, but he's just not, I don't see him as being like that poster guy like Jordan was. Then why are you bringing that up? Like, I'm telling you, like, who's an example? Mahomes. Like, just to put this back into football terms, Mahomes, for his age, has almost equal the accomplishments Tom Brady had at his age. And then, but like people will look at Mahomes and be like, but I'm not sure about it. It's like you're just chasing a headline, dude. Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
I said this about I said this about Cam Newton, but I have now realized the more that Stephen A. talks, because he has gotten himself into a lot of trouble this year. Stephen A. Smith has. I said this about Cam Newton last season, and people did not like that. But Cam Newton is upset at whoever he thinks tarnishes his legacy because he's upset that he won one MVP and then didn't dive on the ball in the Super Bowl. Like that
I was just about to bring that up, dude.
That is his legacy.
I was just about to bring that up.
I try to defend him
For so long, you're right.
But the problem is that, like, I try to defend him from those two things. The problem is, the more he talks, the more he keeps proving that those things are true.
Right.
And with Stephen A. Smith specifically, who I used to really like, but now, like, I fucking hate that guy. He and I think the worst part of this whole thing is he acted like, oh, First Take is the number one show on ESPN or whatever he said as his response.
Yeah.
My
as if
brother
people don't watch him to clown on him.
Yeah, okay, yeah. First of all, that's true, Eunice. People only watch you on, like, if we're being real, people only watch those shows because you guys say the most outrageous things because you know people don't watch your show unless you say stuff that's outrageous. So you have to say things that are it's Skip Bayless. Like, listen to this.
I just busted right inside him, and he can't extend on me anymore, and he seems a little overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage.
Now, if he had said that on Twitter, you would say that's him just being, like, hilarious. Like, he's obviously memeing for clicks. Like, he said this on
Rub our noses in the pile of piss that he left behind in Dallas.
I won't play the whole clip. He said that on on his, like, one of his, like, huge rants where it's just on Twitter. And if you hear those things, you think, well, does he believe that? Maybe, but he is mostly saying it because he knows people will laugh at him, right?
Yeah.
The thing is that he says those things on the air too, and it's because he knows, hey, if I don't do that, I'm not relevant. And
that's my quarrel with, like, go ahead.
Go ahead, because it's we'll talk about it at the end.
Okay. I was just going to say, like, that's my quarrel with these sports quote-unquote analysts.
Yeah.
Because that's not their job at the end of the day. They're sports personalities.
Yeah.
They're there to entertain you and entertain you alone, because analytics and unbiases doesn't get them what they want, which is money, which is popularity, and which is a brand, right? That's what they're building. They're building a brand. They're not building a sports an analytical team. They're extremely biased. They take whatever side benefits them the most. And it's just a really toxic community. That's why I don't pay attention to these guys at all.
Dylan,
I don't watch Stephen A. I don't watch Nick Wright. I don't watch Skip Bayless, because that's all they're there for. They don't really serve any meaningful purpose in the sports world.
Okay. Genuinely, I don't give a fuck how anyone takes this. The Stephen A's show, whatever, I really don't know the name of it.
First Take.
It's literally the Kardashian show, because it holds no purpose and it's only there for clicks and views. There's no real essence to it.
And that's what pisses me off. Like, you target a quarterback like Drake May because he's so popular to kind of ride his coattails, and Cam Newton is still salty he couldn't take a playoff team to the playoffs.
Right. And I mean, this is coming from me. For the Bills and for the Ravens, because those are the two biggest quarterbacks in the league that haven't, let's be realistic, accomplished much in the postseason. Whereas, like, you guys know the famous clip, I want my quarterbacks quarterbacky, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this or not. You can go back and date it. That was 2 months after Lamar Jackson won unanimous MVP. And Josh Allen just got MVP last year. And however you feel about that, put that aside for a second and look at it where it's like, Josh Allen had a bad game. Who did against the Texans? That's who it was last week.
Yeah.
Did they really give him that pity MVP last year? Was it the here damn MVP? It's like, no, he had a bad game. That
And that's the
doesn't
thing.
change
Like,
what
when
he
you
did
win
last year.
MVP, it just puts you under more
Yeah.
scrutiny,
Oh my
and it puts you
God.
A
under
lot
a
of
bigger
people were
microscope.
Yeah.
a lot of people were saying that MVP did more damage to Josh Allen than it did good.
To some
Yeah.
degree, I agree in this season.
Yeah.
You know, kind of
But then again, he was
unrelated.
last year's MVP, not this year's.
It's always
Yeah.
if you're doing well, you're under a microscope. People talk
Right.
about Dak coming in second in MVP voting 3 years ago to this day,
Yeah.
and
Right.
they're
And it's a-
still comparing his performances.
Right.
Yeah, and like look at Tom Brady. Throughout his entire career, people were trying to like slander his name and bring him down. And it's like you do this because he's successful. And the more
Right.
successful you are, the more scrutiny you receive, the more critical people are like of every single action that you make. And
Yeah.
it only gets worse the higher you go.
Oh yeah. Well, it's because also like how you just said, the higher you are on the shelf, the more easy it is
Yeah.
to see you. It's like an analogy type thing where it's like you're bringing up Tom Brady. Let's bring up the new Tom Brady. Let's just whatever, Mahomes, right?
You mean wrong, but okay.
I mean, you get
know
what
it's
I'm
Drake
talking
May,
about. I'm
but
talking about
yeah,
like the
I get what you
new,
mean.
the guy, whatever. They're having a really shitty
Yes,
year
it's
this year,
all-
despite being nearly healthy. You know, they've had
But
their
the thing is,
QB all
the thing that's so unique about Mahomes is that despite the season, nobody's pointing the finger at him.
I was gonna say actually,
Patrick
Mahomes. It's
Mahomes.
weird. It's all
That's
the
what makes
social
him so
media
hated, yeah.
guys. It's all the social media guys that are shitting on him, but then all the sports analysts are still hyping him up. When for other people like Drake May, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, whenever they have a down year, a down game, or whatever, it's the sports analysts that are shitting all over him, and then everyone on Twitter is like, no, look at how this O-lineman did on this that resulted in this interception. No, the ball hit the wide receiver's hands perfectly in the middle, bounced up, and got picked off for that pick six or whatever. It's like such a weird example of it's flipped for all the wrong people, I guess, if that makes sense.
And that's why I think so many people do hate on Mahomes is because he's held on this pedestal that nobody but like the big names hold him to.
Right, and I kind of feel bad a little bit, just like as a mental health thing, where it's not Mahomes' fault. It's not his fault. You know what I mean? Where it's like, he's not fucking DMing Stephen A. Smith, hey, even though I had a 30 interception game last night, I want you to glaze my cock 7 different ways tomorrow.
He might.
No, it's Benjamin Netanyahu doing that, bro.
Oh yeah, I was gonna. That's true. Geno Smith.
It's Geno Smith.
There's two things I wanted to say really quickly. The first one was I saw someone say like, and that's the thing, right? Like ESPN and specifically First Take. Like First Take is,
It's so bad.
it has become a, because I'm not going to sit here and act like, I mean, you know, I don't know if I ever told you guys this. I really enjoy watching like retro sports, like broadcasts and retro sports, like news and stuff, because the people don't talk like they do today. Even when they have these debates where people are screaming and yelling at each other and they have more exaggerated personalities on, it's not really like what we see today, where someone obviously is just saying something for the sake of
Making noise.
rage baiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To a certain extent, it's always been a thing, but not to the extent we see it today. You know?
May I ask?
Yeah, and it's ESPN, it's Disney. That's what it is because at the bottom line, all they care about is their bottom line. They don't
Yes,
care
that's
about the sport. They don't care about the industry.
Yeah, 'cause,
And
like,
that, as well as sports betting, especially,
Oh my
have,
god!
in my opinion, absolutely crippled on its way to ruin the NFL and sports in general.
I 100% agree.
There two things for me, because it also is like it all also stems from like, one, where are you looking for your sports information? Like, I'm sure there's a sports show out there that talks about Mahomes like he's a god. There's one that talks about Lamar like he's a god. There's one that talks about Allen like he's a god. One, it depends like where are you using your tunnel vision to like look and watch your sports. And the second thing I wanted to say was, what is the sports show that Gronk is on? Rob Gronkowski?
Him and Edelman have a podcast.
So him and Edelman have a podcast, but the one that Gronk is on is the kickoff pre-show that's on Sunday on Fox, but I don't know what it's called.
That's the only one I like. That's literally the last sports
because
show
that
thing that
one
I like.
Edelman's podcast, The Nut House, is awesome, by the way.
I've listened to Games with Names.
Because the reason I like
Games
that
and Names,
one,
Nut House, all that stuff.
Okay.
the reason I like Gronk's show on Sunday Football, the only reason I like it is they don't sugarcoat around anything. They'll be like, the guy will look like Gronk in the eyes, like, so how do you feel about Baker Mayfield, who's had a 7.62 rating on EPA per dropback? And Gronk will like reply like, well, I think he's doing fine based off of that statistic if you just look at it like that. But if you look at it on the field, you'll see that it's all about his surroundings that are resulting in these XYZ plays. Like, I actually love that.
The problem with that show, though, comparing that show to other shows, is it's actually like the purpose of that show is like it's supposed to be right before like you watch football, so it's not just like sort of on for the sake of being on a fucking bar TV or at the gym. What I was gonna say was I had
just big for betting.
Yes, betting, that is also an issue. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah, I love that.
Has anybody else seen? I'm gonna play this clip.
Let me check the Discord.
I'll wait for you guys to get on because we check my stream on Discord.
I'm watching.
You got you.
Oh, hold on. Now I have to restart the fucking live in a second. But because me pulling this up got flagged.
You got to give credit to this rookie sensation wide receiver out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbegbue, going for over 100 yards.
Emeka Egbegbue.
I love Gronk. I love Gronk so much.
Oh my god.
He's so... You can't really hate him. He doesn't do anything bad. I can't name one controversy he was ever in.
He's just a flag guy who went pro, dude.
In their private life does come up at some point, and it is bad effects if they do bad things.
Yeah, I can't really think of a Patriots tight end in general to ever do a bad thing.
Well, I never said
no, dude, no.
Nah.
I think we all can think
name
of one.
bro. You can't. You can't name one, bro.
I don't know, something Spanish.
But anyway,
and that's the thing with these like what really pisses me off the most about these sports personalities is how look at Nick Wright, look at Skip Bayless, look at Stephen A. Smith, look at all of them. Never played the sport.
No.
Thank you. I was just about to say.
That's what pisses me off the most. Never played the sport. Never on a pro team. And then people like Shannon Sharp really piss me off because you were there, dude.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp pisses me off too, but that's for a different reason. Well,
yeah.
Well, I'm so
he's
happy.
He's just a weirdo, dude.
I'm so happy you said that, Gus, because it's always those people that will like shit the hardest too. Either that or it's like the people that did play, but it's like they were nobodies, respectfully, like while they played or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm sorry, but like, like I'm sorry, but like, what
makes me so mad?
Is that his name? The blonde guy that played QB for like 7 years and didn't do fuck all. Is that him? Yeah, he was one of the guys. And I'm only bringing this up because if it comes on my feed, it's gonna be about Lamar. Sorry, but like he's like one of those guys. Like when Lamar got drafted, it's like this is like a 4th, 5th round guy. I have no idea what the Ravens are. Do you know what you're doing as a kid?
Can I please pull up Kurt Benkert's stat line to read it to you guys?
Oh,
Please.
it's worse than you guys think. By the way,
It's worse than you guys think. I do want to say one thing, because I don't want to forget it while I have it. Just to like finish this topic, we can keep talking about it, but I want to read Kurt Benkert's stats before we continue. When Stephen A. Smith said, "Oh, well, I was obviously joking," right? If it were literally anyone else, I honestly would be inclined to believe him because of how like stupid what he said was. But the funny thing about Stephen A. Smith, do you guys know Solitaire Gate?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
If he did not get busted for playing solitaire in the NBA Finals, lying about it, and then saying, and then getting caught, and then having to like,
apologize,
basically be like, okay, well, it was in the middle of the game. Not only did he like, it's so dumb. And then he gets sponsored by a solitaire company that is under investigation by the FTC.
That's insane. Like, imagine it's the Super Bowl and Tony Romo is like on announcements or whatever, and the camera cuts to them in the studio. He's fucking playing Go Fish.
Oh my god, people would lose their minds. Okay, Kurt Benkert.
Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing. As I was saying, and he was shit talking. Oh yeah, he played like garbage. Like you didn't even see him play. You're fucking playing solitaire.
Solitaire is actually a very skill-based game, and I understand wanting to go full concentration on it.
The thing is, he was playing it in the middle of a action. Like it wasn't. He claimed that it was during a timeout, and then it wasn't actually.
I'm fucking with you.
No, I know you are. I'm just saying, like. So here's.
Oscar, I don't know why, but it says your live is no longer available.
I shut it off because I was having... Okay, so I had turned it off and turned it back on. And then now it should be okay, but I was having connectivity issues. So it should be up now. Kurt Benkert career stats. He started... He has 0 starts, but he played in 1 game. All he did was a kneel down, and meaning he has a career 0 touchdowns, 0 passing yards, -1 total yards because it was a kneel down.
That's the guy That's the analyst, the QB expert that said Lamar Jackson was a 5th round guy. I'm gonna take him serious. I think he might have a point.
He's mostly a Twitch streamer. Because he doesn't really appear on shows. I think I might have seen him like guest on like one. But he works with like the NFL and specifically like Madden. They have a special Kurt Benkert playbook that you can download.
It's just how to take a knee. It's just different taking knees.
And you know what's funny? He plays into it. Like I don't know. He has a lot of very arrogant opinions, in my opinion. But he also acknowledges that, yes, he was not good in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I see people all the time say, like, will tweet him and be like, this guy doesn't even... They assume he's never played, so they just say, what do you know? You've never played. And then he takes a picture. Mm-hmm. He has a picture of the turf mark that taking the knee left on his pants. So he will just post that, when people say you don't know ball. Now, that's funny, but at the same time, I've listened to a lot of things he says. He likes players I like. He doesn't like players that I like, and I think he is genuinely, like, so stupid. Like, he has very stupid opinions. Like, that's really all it comes down to. But if you guys wanted to say anything else about that, damn.
Talking about EPA, out of 852 quarterbacks who have started since the year 2000,
right?
Try to guess which current starting quarterback ranks 851st.
I know this one because I've seen it. I fucking love that one.
For anybody who doesn't know, try to guess who it is.
Let me just say this too. The
Drake
only
Maye.
QB that's behind him at 852 is Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
Oh, JJ McCarthy.
Oh, yeah! I was like, I saw this stat, but I forgot who.
Yeah, I
who
saw it today.
Someone did another one where they did. It was either QBR or RTG. I always mix up the two, but he would have a higher QBR and he just spiked the ball for every play for the entire
Yeah, I saw that.
QBR.
I saw that.
QBR.
Also, I remembered what my other topic was, by the way. So I wrote it down in the middle of us talking.
Is it related to 9 or no?
No.
No.
Although he does have a concussion and will not be playing.
Yeah, likely story. It's a
Bro,
concussion.
I saw this
him. They've
meme
been
that was like,
him all year, bro.
I saw this meme that was like, Coach, I'm not going to be able to make it to the game this Sunday.
Yeah, I saw
The
that.
coach like, oh, God. Deshaun last week got another spread correct. Which means he only now not to kind of like, you know, put salt in that.
Yeah, you dickhead about it. Go ahead.
This is his fourth correct one so far this season.
Of the year or ever? Okay.
Of the year. He got a lot correct last year. Not a lot, but like he is definitely not on pace to beat his record. I would have to go pull that up. I don't have it in front of me. I have it written down somewhere. But
I gotta take a piss. I'll be back.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing. He got actually let me count. 1, 2, 3. He got 9 correct last year. So he's at 4 through but in Deshaun's defense. Also in Deshaun's defense, he didn't get his first he got his first one correct last season at week 3 and then didn't get another one correct until week 11. So
so there's still a chance.
It's sort of like reversed here where all of his spreads came at the beginning of the season and then now he's starting to get more. How do I think Burrow will look in his return? Honestly, not. I don't have high hopes for him with how that team performs.
Why the fuck is he coming back?
I don't know. I mean, well, I do know. It's because they're paying him a lot of money, and if they can, potentially.
I don't want to wish on the guy's downfall, but Burrow, if you get hurt, man, I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is you don't want to get hurt, like that.
Fresh off an injury during a time period that actually does not matter.
Yeah, because I mean, realistically,
the Bengals are not coming back. Who do they need to lose out while they win out? You know what I mean? Like
they would need the Steelers, Ravens.
No, Ravens. No.
Bills.
Yeah, at this point in the season, the only way to make the playoffs is to win their divisions.
Texans, like those teams are the ones that you need to lose out. And even if those teams drop a few of their last games, the Bengals are so drastically behind them, it wouldn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
I think depending on how everything goes, I've heard that they can win as little as, I've heard they can lose as little as one game. Maybe Eunice knows.
Right.
About the Bengals? I was watching the podcast
It's funny. I
restroom.
saw it said you joined, and I thought it was a glitch.
So for the Bengals situation, yes, they would need to win out. They cannot afford a single loss unless the Ravens lose 4 games.
Oh my God!
And I'm
not happening.
And that's I'm sorry. They need the Ravens and the Steelers to both lose 4 games, assuming the Bengals only lose one game, which still might not work in their favor because then it would be a tie in the division, and then the Ravens would take it since they have a better in-division win-loss ratio.
True, unless
because they swept the Browns.
Better.
But what I was going to say was the Bengals will not win out for one very straightforward reason. They are not going to go 3-0 without Trey Hendrickson against the Ravens, Bills, and then Ravens again.
True.
Yes. I think you can already guess based off like context clues of what happened in Maine, but stop.
In
Maine?
Maine?
I want you to stop him. I want you to imagine someone. No. Just imagine Ollie right now. Picture Ollie in your head. Okay? You got that image?
Yep.
Does he wear glasses?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, there's no way.
It is just you, bro.
No, bro, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, I wish you answered the phone. If we called you, and we're gonna call you, but I'm trying to be too loud.
Answering it.
I am so unbelievably confident about myself. By the way,
yeah.
I stated as a fact. I have driven with Ali so many times, never seen him drive with glasses. Then he's like, Dejan, I am mandated by the state to drive, or I'm going to jail. I'm like, I have never seen you with glasses on at all. Eunice and Ali send me images. I'm in such disbelief and believe it's Photoshop. I check your Instagram. Every single photo of Ali has glasses on.
Okay, that is. I'm glad I didn't answer because I would have been cackling.
I just want to say my favorite thing that I sent DJ was during the argument. DJ's like, Ollie, I've been to your house for like 3 different barbecues, never glasses. I sent DJ a video of one of the barbecues where DJ is standing there 2 feet from him. Ollie walks up behind him with his glasses on.
Also, does my mic sound okay now?
Yeah, you sound good.
Yeah, you sound
okay.
good.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi's back, so it's all good. I forgot we were talking about. We're
the Cleveland Browns.
Dejan, and we're the Cleveland Browns. Now that I think about it,
forgot what we were
it was
talking about.
Yeah, it was the Lions game. So let's talk about the Lions game.
What? I don't think we were talking about the Lions game.
I think we had just started predictions, and wasn't the Lions game like... We already talked about the Bills. So, it was Lions.
I don't think we did.
No.
I don't even think we started talking about games.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't get into any games.
That's weird. I don't remember.
The whole time we were
Did
talking
I jump
about...
into a different world? What is happening? I was sitting here.
Why they must have fast forwarded after this.
He doesn't want to talk about it. That's actually why. He wants to skip it.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I hate... if I saw Joe Brady, if I saw Brandon Bean in real life, I actually would go to jail.
I'm going to jail.
I was so inspired by him. Although, thank you, I want to say thank you, Brandon Bean. This is the only time you'll ever hear those words. Because I was so inspired by him to like during my Bills post game reaction to finally record like a skit for the opening. Because I had not done that before, and I was nervous because I feel like I'm bad when it comes to like it's when I'm the only person around, it's hard for me to like, you know. And so I was like, I'm gonna record a skit for this one because just so people understand how angry I am. And it's funny because when I finished watching the game, I was like, yeah, I mean, I did predict this. And that's what happened. I saw my mom because I went to, I visited home on Saturday. And my mom was like, why did they, she's like, God, the way she phrased it was so funny. She was like, who could have predicted them to lose? And I was like,
Mom.
I said, Mom, I did. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. Because they're fucking ass. Drop Caleb or Daniel Jones for Burrow?
Don't pick up Burrow.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Pick up Burrow.
Probably
What are you talking
Daniel
about?
Jones. No, you gotta at least see, you know.
Don't pick up Burrow? That's crazy.
Yeah,
I would
drop
pick him
Daniel
up.
Jones.
I would hesitate on. I would pick up Burrow, but I would hesitate on starting him.
Well, yeah, you wait till the playoffs to
This
start
week.
Burrow.
And yeah, I agree. Start Stafford, or I would start Stafford. But yeah, so for the Bills, I mean, this was. Did I say that the Dolphins game was the worst game of the season? Because I found one that was worse. Yeah. This game was worse. This game.
Yeah, the Bills look like the Dolphins, dude.
Was like, I think actually we look worse than the Dolphins.
All right, I want to go.
Josh turned the ball over, bro.
That
Oh my
was,
God.
Oh, you're one to talk, Mr. Pick Six. Like, fucking.
We
Drake
won that
May.
game.
Hey, Drake
Yeah,
May.
all the bad shit gets erased if you win the game, Riley. Come on, you know the rules.
It's true. That is true.
You know the rules.
That is true. No, that is not how I operate, is the funny part. I would start Nick's Brady. Rams going up against.
Apparently,
Yeah,
Frank.
I don't think so. I think if Purdy or if the Niners can put up 20, I won't say Purdy.
Frank Ragnow
I would
is
start
rejoining the
Stafford.
Lions.
Yeah,
You just now found that out?
we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I mean, I won't get too much into it because I've.
DJ Magic.
But
He hasn't paid taxes yet.
But I do think that Brandon Bean, not only that, he watched that monstrosity on Thursday, and he was like, you know what we need? Shaq Lawson again for the third time, and Brandon Cooks, who the Saints are paying $12 million to not play football for them. That's
Oh no!
more connectivity issues.
It's down. It's down again.
I am recording.
All right.
Go crazy.
San Martin, 38.
All right. Amer's recording the podcast for us now, so this is interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways, forgot we were. Oh yeah, the Bills. I hate the Bills. The worst football team ever.
Too, man. I agree, bro.
And okay, shut the hell up. You know what, Eunice, my man. You know how I know it's really bad? Because Eunice called me one day and we talked about football, and I found myself thinking, you know, maybe the Ravens aren't the real enemy here. Maybe this is not the problem we have.
I don't know what you're upset about, Riley. You won your Super Bowl, bro.
I get it.
Nah, man, we ain't getting to the Super Bowl.
No, you
Yeah,
won.
of
your
course
Super
I get
Bowl
it. I'm not
season, yeah.
acknowledging that shit.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Right? I'm sorry.
No, fuck
But-
you.
Now, I mean, that being said, like, could things get better? I mean, will they? No. Could they? I mean, sure, anything can happen.
Yeah, you could also win the lottery, bro.
But yeah, I know. Yeah, or your car could randomly break down, just out of nowhere.
I love when cars get bad.
That's you again, Riley.
Yeah. Oh, you got me.
I stabbed my a pick through my finger. It went through my finger today, so I mean, it's not like we all.
That,
that's all we take have a shit every
Malik,
week.
that hurt.
I pulled that
and you know what
shit
the best
out.
part
It
is?
fucking hurt.
It's only Wednesday. So, and it can
There's
get
a
a
hole
lot
in my
worse because I
finger.
still have to watch the Bills on Sunday. So there's a lot that could happen.
Who are the
But
Bills
that's
versing?
okay. At least, themselves. But yeah, I mean the O-line was horrible. So we'll see. We will see. I expect. No, they are not.
Yeah, there's no, I don't see the.
I expect
Oh, there they are. Never mind. I'm being
they're
stupid.
playing the Steelers. I expect them to lose that game, and I expect them to. I do not expect the additions to help in the slightest. And they released Josh or fucking DJ Moore or Elijah Moore. Who cares? That's how much he contributed. He had now. I don't think they should have done that though. I think they should have found a way to get rid of Curtis Samuel first, because somebody said on Twitter they're like, Curtis Samuel can act like a goddamn terrorist, and Elijah Moore gets kicked off the team for only having I don't even know how many yards this season Curtis Samuel has. It's like 5 or something stupid.
Curtis
What?
Samuel, I'll pull his stats. All
Let's
right,
look.
so Curtis Samuel for the 2025 NFL season, 1 touchdown, 7 receptions, 81 yards.
If I had to guess what game he got that touchdown in, it was the I was wrong.
I can tell you which game it was right now.
No, season.
Wow.
What game was it? I can't find it.
It was against New England. He had 2 receptions that game for 26 yards. One of them was a touchdown.
Oh, okay. I was looking at his rushing stats. Okay, I see. I was like, why does it say he has 0 yards? I was like, he has yards. They're just not a
Also,
lot.
I just want to say he's been targeted 9 times this season. So yeah,
with 7 receptions. I mean, and 81 yards. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's also you also have to blame Joe Brady. You really do, because
Curtis Samuel's not a screen
I wish
guy.
I had saved that graph. Yeah, I wish I had saved that graph. He like Joe Brady just does not scheme these guys in correct routes. I get that. This is why I don't believe in hiring defensive head coaches, because if we had Dan Campbell as our head coach, Joe Brady would have been fired so long ago. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I picked the Steelers. If the Bills score more than 20 points, I would be shocked. But yeah, Do you guys want to talk about that Lions game?
DJ.
I mean, yeah, sure.
What?
So,
Eunice, did I skip something or what?
No.
Are you
I'm
talking
sorry.
about?
When you said the Steelers thing, my mind jumped to, are we skipping recaps? But then you said, let's talk about the Lions game. Oh no, he just wanted to do his prediction and get it out the way.
Oh well, no. Because we had already. Someone had already asked me if I picked the Steelers, and I said yeah.
Okay.
So I was just reiterating something I had already said. But yeah,
so
Lions
just
game,
to get
Sean.
basics out the way. For everyone's understanding, we did not outscore the Giants till OT. Literally, the entire game, we were not above the Giants. I mean, I don't. That one, I can mainly blame the defense for why that was such a close game. I don't know what happens. I mean, the secondary. Well, I guess it's when the trick plays get done on you. It's like, oh well, shit, because you don't expect it to come, because that's the whole point of it is a trick play. But man, it was just a sorry fucking sight to see. Practically fucking circles ran around with fucking Jameis Winston fucking slinging her. Eunice said an amazing point of something along the lines of they only do this good because you can't predict what the fuck Jameis Winston's about to fucking do.
Oh,
It's
I
Jameis
remember what I
fucking
said. You can't game plan for
Bro.
Jameis Winston because even Jameis Winston doesn't know what the fuck he's about to do.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
This is gonna say inspirational quote, and I
He's just
know
gonna
where
say
I'm
some really
crazy.
weird shit, sling that bitch to anyone that's
Salt
open,
Uber
either it's
driver.
his team or the other team. And
Or
yeah,
take a 30-yard touchdown himself, bro.
right. Like
As a
Yeah.
he's either
receiver.
about to have a Hall of Fame performance pass, and then the very next play he's about to throw a pick six. That's the
And
experience.
yeah, I remember scrolling through Instagram and literally a comment was like, all right, yes, he did something cool. I can't wait for his interception and the Giants to lose the game.
And then he
it happened.
throws an interception.
Winston, because it's only because it's
Yup.
Jameis Winston. But
I hope he never
man,
retires.
the Lions, I don't even know what to say about this. I think the only thing I can say about this is the fact that Malik brought up. I don't know if you have that recording still, because I don't know if it got saved properly or not. That he didn't. That shows me you don't read the football chat that often. Ragnow is coming back, and to me, it's one of two things.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, we begged him to come back for this season. I don't know how long he's coming back. I don't know his contract yet. Or he literally was watching the games every week and was like, I can't have that happen, bro. And was like, I'm going back. He did a Tom Brady of like, no. The field is calling me. But for either way, it's a bad, I guess, PR. I don't know what the fucking term is, but it's bad PR for the Lions to say, guys, we had to pull the retired center out.
To be fair, he kind of retired in his prime.
Yeah.
I understand that, but when you want to retire, I feel like there's a whole thought process of like, yeah, I'm kind of done. I get hit a lot. It's straining my body. I kind of want to sit down. I got enough money, you know. And well, the season like last season, that we all knew that was going to be his last season because the season before he wanted to retire. So he's been wanting to leave. I don't know what happened. Obviously, they're not going to say what happened. But that, in my eyes, just shows how bad the Lions are looking offensively. Defensively, I don't know. Someone said to me that they play to the level of the teams they're facing, and I'm like, I guess that makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, all right, we like fucking did double the points of fuck all. I don't remember their team. Yes, they were a bad team, but it's like you can't play the skill level only to like mid teams and good teams. It's like you have to play, in my eyes, every game to your best. Don't fuck about just because you know they're bad. That doesn't make sense to me. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, like, oh, they play the skill level. It's like, okay, that's just another excuse for reaching when they're like play bad. You know what I mean? You don't say oh, they played to the skill level when they're playing a good team. It's like, no, they played great. Only when it's a bad team and it's a close games, people are like, oh, they just played to the skill level. That's
And
a
you
cop
can't
out.
say that about the Lions because how many times do they blow out their opponents when they're like objectively worse than them?
Exactly. It's a cop
They're,
out. We
but
can't say
yeah,
this.
that's something you can't say about the Lions.
Someone else told
The
me that
Cowboys game, I'm pretty sure, if you guys remember that. That shit was a blow up.
and
Mm-hmm.
someone else told me that Goff is playing bad. Yes, it could be the old line and this and that, but he was like, if you look back, and the reason why the Rams traded him away is because he wasn't what's the word?
The
He
guy.
wasn't No, not the guy. He wasn't consistent throughout seasons. He could have an amazing season. The next season, he's fucking dog ass for some reason. Like, he doesn't have the consistency. He's a
Mm-hmm.
good QB overall, but you're going to have the down seasons where he's playing bad this season for some particular reason. Yes, the O-line doesn't help, but it doesn't make sense that we're having passes in the last two games that look completely dog ass. Where a couple like, I mean, I want to say in the first quarter, you think fucking Jameis Winston is just that guy, and Goff is kind of just there. Like, oh, he's a QB we just picked up out of college. He's getting it together. Don't worry. Is like, what the fuck happened? Goff just has
Right.
moments, and it's like, I'm supposed to sit here and say, oh, we play to the level of the team. Fuck you mean level of the team? We have three superstar wide receivers. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Eunice talked about it. I wouldn't say superstar. Maybe just a great wide receiver. But Khalif Raymond, he's like the fastest receiver on our team, but he barely got the ball this season. Um, Announcers talked about it too. Look at last season compared to this one. Everyone ate last season. This season it's St. Brown Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
We
I've had the same critiques
Don't
about
get me
them.
wrong.
It just shows you the impact
J-Mo get
that
the
Ben
ball maybe
Johnson's.
one out of two
I think that's
games.
an issue with the play calling.
Yes. Yeah. Play calling is obviously an issue.
Yeah, it
But
shows you how big of an
and
impact Ben Johnson was.
and I also want to
Yeah,
say
that
I feel like that's
creativity.
also we're at that point where we as a fan base get to actually make a point now. It's like, okay, yeah, no, our GM fucked up. Don't get me wrong. Tesla might be that guy, but right now we ain't using him. So who cares if he's that guy? We ain't using him. And two, obviously, instead of trading second and fifth round pick, I think Eunice said, to like actually help our fucking O line, we're like, nah, let's get another wide receiver. Like we don't have. All right, let's remove Khalif Raymond. Like we already don't have two star wide receivers, two star running backs.
Right.
Let's get another offensive piece. Oh yeah, fucking Laporta, the fucking tight end who can catch and block. Yeah, no, let's get another wide receiver,
Yeah.
not fix our O-line. So now I'm at the point where it's like, all right, fucking GM, I don't know. Goff is playing bad. O-line's dog ass to the point where we're getting a fucking retired guy. The Giants game, I mean, after the end of the day, I'm happy we won, but like that's just a disappointment. I don't if we make playoffs, I don't see us going fucking far with first round exits. And we're gonna have another situation. We're gonna have another situation of another season where they're gonna look at us and say, "Hey guys, y'all remember the Stafford trade? I think the Rams remember the Stafford trade. What y'all doing?"
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so funny because at the beginning of the season, I brought it up. Because, like, oh, like a common thing people are talking about. And I was like, who really won the trade? The Rams got a Super Bowl, but then the Lions got this all-star superstar team that's like right at the door of the Super Bowl and might be for the next few years.
We'll see after these contracts, but yeah.
So let's not forget the Lions are paying these players $1 billion.
Right. Whereas like this is gonna kill the team, respectfully, like in
Yeah.
5 years, unless
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
decides, well, let's restructure.
The Lions are in the Lions are all in. This is their window is as long as their players are signed for.
Let me
That is their Super Bowl window, and they're not going to win it with Jared Goff. And I do think Ragnar will make a very big impact on the Lions O line to give him more time. And I don't think the Lions will be first round exits just because they are such a powerful team when utilized correctly. But at the same time, it ev- with all that they have, the whole game is still on Jameer Gibbs' back, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The problem isn't with the
Right.
team, it's with the coaching. It's
I
with
just
the
want to
coaching.
say, for the record, so I looked at it right now because we were just talking about the cap space and all that. For the 2026 season, the Lions will have $5 million in cap space. For context, the average team for rookies for the draft will have to spend anywhere between $8 to $10 million on rookies alone. And so that's not including also the signings you guys have to do next year. Whereas like Dan Skipper's a free agent next year. Jake Bates is a free agent next year. Craig Reynolds, free agent next year. Khalif Raymond, free agent next year. Roy Lopez, free agent next year. Just like list a few guys that should get re-signed.
That needs to get
Marcus
re-signed.
Davenport too.
Yeah.
Not to mention the year after that is the contract year for arguably the best running back in the league, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Montgomery, and Laporta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah. So I mean,
And it really begs the question: like, if Ben Johnson
it
didn't
can be
leave, would the
done.
Lions be where they be in a similar situation? And will
I mean,
they
yeah.
find somebody like Ben Johnson
And then
who can actually
it
fill in
doesn't
that gap?
also help the point of like, dude, look at the Bears.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the
He
Bears
really
are
is him,
missing
bro.
their 4 starting cornerbacks. They got paper straws back there in their secondary, and they're still winning these games. And not all of them are like nail biter close. No, like they're winning a lot of these games.
Mm-hmm. The Bears, don't get me wrong, the Bears definitely aren't there this season.
Yeah.
But with the success they've been having already, it just shows you that the division is only getting harder. Green Bay isn't
Right.
going anywhere. If the Vikings move on from McCarthy, they're a Super Bowl ready team. They're missing a quarterback. So
Literally, yeah.
the Lions, like it's looking worse and worse as time goes on for them. So it really is a now or never ordeal for like they have to win the Super Bowl now or they will not win the Super Bowl because these other teams are younger, these teams are cheaper, and they're more sustainable.
Because going completely off of what Gus is saying here, I just want to say the only flaw, like let's just keep using the Bears as an example for that in division thing. The only thing that the Bears are missing from having assuming health, from having a complete team. I'm talking about there's really no flaws in this team is a star safety, like a good strong safety. That's all they have because before they got injured, the Bears had 2 of the top 20 cornerbacks in the league on their team. They have good edge rushers. Their O-line maybe could use a better left and right guard, and that's it. They have all the offensive weapons. They have the coaches. They have all the defensive players. They have everything they need. So next year's draft, let's say first round they take an O-line guy, second round they take their safety, they're done. That's like, all right, let's start looking at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's. I think you gotta really find. I'm still hung up on the OC thing. You know what I mean? Like I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, I do think they need to address certain things, and yeah, look, those contracts are not looking pretty down the road. But you gotta
your mic, Riley,
really sort of I would say you got is it okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say you really got to give it sort of one. I would panic. I would improve, and then I would start panicking next year because I don't know if I'm bringing back this OC. You know,
Okay.
I don't know much
Yeah.
about him, but
I
I'm
will
not
say
bringing him back.
The only thing I can say is about how our team is situated right now, and this was a part that generally upsets me, and I can understand, like, yes, we do need another OC and things of that nature, but I am bringing it back to the GM. The fact that at the beginning of this year, and even at the trade deadline, he doubled down on what he said. He was like, "This is the team I want to win the Super Bowl with. This is the team. This is the
Yeah.
team." I
Mhm.
understand that from last year because we looked like we were the shit. But right now we have problems. This can't be the team.
Yeah.
I think my personal, like my biggest thing for it is the last 2 years. The 2 years ago was the NFC Championship game for the Lions, and last year was the team was just so crippled defensively that they got killed in playoffs.
Yeah.
So I feel like the issue is they just found being content with the team. Oh, we went to the NFC Championship, we lost. Oh, but it was our first time. And then last year, oh, we got the 1 seed locked. We did all this. Oh, but we were so injured. So you know what? That doesn't count. We have the team. No, we have the team.
Mm-hmm.
And like I have a really fitting analogy for the Lions and their future in this league and with their team. It's the Lions are like a pothole, right? You don't see it at first. It starts beneath the surface, but then the cracks start to show. And then season after season, the cracks become larger, which is what's happening now. You see small problems that you didn't think were that big of a deal earlier, but they get larger and larger, and all of a sudden it fucking explodes after a harsh winter,
Civil
which
engineer,
is
folks. I'm
what the
sorry.
Lions are projected to do.
Mm.
To me, it seems like it can only result in an explosion of the team or an implosion, if that seems more fitting. So
Right.
the cracks are starting to show season after season. It's only ever going to get worse because God knows you're not going to fix it. And then it's going to blow up in your face. And like these contracts is really like it's really hard to wiggle out of. I don't see them managing their salary cap really well once they have to deal with the re-signings. And if they have nothing to show for it, what was it all for? Because having an all-star team is great. Like your Madden ranking could be 99 overall, but if you don't win anything, what was the point? That is the objective of the game,
Who
and that
cares?
is not in the like they're not in the position to win right now. They're fighting for third in their division, let alone in the NFC. You know, they lost games they shouldn't have lost. They barely won games that should have been blowouts. And it's only ever going to get
Now-
worse. At first, I thought Jared Goff was their biggest problem, but now it's starting to seem like okay, look, taking a step back, he has been to a Super Bowl before, so he is that caliber. Even though his kind of play style doesn't really hold as well in today's NFL, but it starts to show more and more when life was good when Jared Goff was the biggest problem on the Lions, and now it's starting to seem like he's the last. Like him and his play style and his consistency is kind of like it's some of the last of their worries.
My little brother told me something about the Falcons, and as I look at the Lions, I see it there more and more and more, where the biggest issue with the personnel, whether that be coaching, GM, and all that, is it's built too much of a culture around the players, industry, the city, all that stuff, where they would rather just keep the culture rather than win the Super Bowl, which is, supposed to be the main goal of everything. So the problem is, like,
Right.
they've built it where it's like, because you have it like here in Detroit, you'll have like literal kids coming out of the school, Jared Goff, Jared Goff. I worked at the zoo part time. I had groups of students and grown men and women walk by the lions, the animals, like Jared, Jared, Jared. It's too much of a culture to change anything. And the problem is they would rather maintain the culture than try to get that win. Because they're never going to fire Dan Campbell. He's not the issue at all. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm saying he's too much of an icon for the Lions at this point. Where let's say things go really bad for Dan Campbell. The next 3 seasons, the Lions don't pick up a single win. I bet you my left kidney, if in the next 3 seasons the Lions don't win 1 game, the 4th season, Dan Campbell is still the head coach.
Oh yeah, like look at Mike Tomlin. He hasn't won anything besides a playoff appearance and a positive schedule, which mean nothing. But yet again, he still has this job after all these years.
Thank you actually for that, Gus. I think you just really simplified everything I was just trying to say. Mike Tomlin and the Steelers in 2025 is how I envision the Lions a couple years from now.
It's definitely. I want to know. I don't know about a couple years, but they're definitely heading in that direction as things stand.
Yeah, that's the destination they're going unless changes come.
And also, the Rams definitely won that. The Rams objectively won that trade because Stafford is playing better than ever. Number one, and number two, they're going to take the NFC. They're going to win the Super Bowl this year, dude.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I said that. Because Riley, do you still have the screenshot of my Super Bowl
and
prediction?
They had the Falcons' first-round pick. That's insane.
No, yeah, the Rams. I'm predicting it now, and I've been saying this since the offseason. The Rams, this NFL draft, one of those 2 first-round picks is a QB, and then the other one is going to be whatever they need. Maybe a safety. I feel like they could go with a corner. Doesn't matter. They are not only my favorites to win the NFC. That trade with the Falcons gifted them with a first round quarterback and another position of need that they could use. Not only are they gonna get to the Super Bowl this year, they are also set up where even if it's true that Stafford's next year is his last year, those rumors are true, they are still playoff contenders for the next 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, exactly. If they have a successful quarterback draft, or even I'm not counting out a trade either, or a successful quarterback trade, that's a dynasty.
Oh yeah,
if they
could you
get
imagine
another quarterback to replace Stafford that works out for them and their scheme? It's a dynasty.
Yeah, like looking at
probably one of the scariest dynasties in the NFC. Because the Eagles are looking soft.
Yeah, like let's look at their scheme, like how the Rams play for a second. Imagine this.
Oh, yeah.
It's the 2026 NFL draft. Whatever team's about to go up, you see it on the TV, it pops up. This just in, the Rams have traded away both first-round picks to the Denver Broncos for Bo Nix. Like, that's scary.
I don't know. I would laugh at that.
You know what's funny? I was trying to think of another quarterback because I know some, like we like
Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen. Genuinely, the Rams traded 2 first-round picks and the 2027 first-round pick for Josh Allen. Like, imagine how terrifying that would be for not only the NFC but the entire NFL.
Riley, we won't hear from Riley anymore. Like, it's over.
He would go and he would snap so bad that he would look us dead in the eye. Wait, I'm sorry. What's the NFL? I'm sorry. Who are you guys?
You'd probably be a Rams fan. What are you talking about?
Who are you?
What do you mean? I'm a UFL fan.
Riley, you're
Hey, Riley, you're cooked, Cud.
Nah, man.
You're Cud. You're Cud.
All right, kill yourself.
Oh, you can pronounce
God,
that.
I found a Reese's. Riley, your microphone, man. I found a Reese's.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna eat it.
You found a Reese's?
Uh-huh.
My franchise is Ravens beat Bengals, by the way. That's a Halloween.
Moving on to the next game. Well, how does my mic sound?
Bad.
Great. Colts.
All I heard was butthole, I think.
Yeah,
Someone
the-
call Colts, I think. How they
Buccaneers.
threw the Chiefs game. The
Okay,
Colts.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not choppy.
Yes.
What the fuck, Eunice?
Okay. I could summarize it real quick for y'all. Jonathan Taylor couldn't carry in the second half. There we go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's really all it was.
All right.
The second half, like, I'm not gonna lie, in terms of coaching, the Chiefs nailed it.
Yeah.
That halftime meeting, hey guys, you see that guy right there, Jonathan Taylor? Prioritize him.
Kill him.
And that's all they needed.
Yeah, put the game on Daniel Jones's back, and they lose.
Ravens.
I'm sorry?
That
Ravens.
was good.
That was the sentence.
Yeah, that was the sense of that.
Yeah. Ravens.
Is he saying
That was the
Rape?
sentence.
All right, so
All right, next game.
I'm not.
These motherfuckers.
I just wanted to say that I'm not expecting much playoff wise for the Indianapolis Colts. That's why I said Pats v Rams and for Super Bowl.
Dude, people still want to count us out, but we're going to be fully healthy by the playoffs. And we have shown. Also, I want to throw in this little tidbit. Teams with easier schedules are more likely to appear in a Super Bowl. Just FYI. You look at like Super Bowl winners and you look at their schedules. Most of them are easy. You don't go through hard schedules and then go on and win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I genuinely think that this is still the hate for the Patriots. That's just coming right back up. I don't get it. If
my
your team,
only thing. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. I apologize.
No, I was just saying, it's especially for a team that objectively wasn't good last year, for them to have a come up, which you should expect. You only bad GMs have their team stay bad.
Mhm.
And if they made the right plays in the draft, you shouldn't expect them to stay at the bottom.
Yeah.
And they did that last year. That's why they're having an easier schedule. So it's like,
And honestly, the way I see it is people see us come back, like revert to our old form, and they do what they've been doing, which is hate and which is a tear down. So people are like doing and saying what they've been doing and saying since the dynasty, right? It's don't believe what you see, believe what I tell you, because I hate this team and I want mine to be successful. It's I hate to say it, but the Patriots kind of feel like Thanos, bro. They're inevitable. And the stats don't lie.
Least.
The results don't lie.
Do not lie. Ball do not lie.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
People lie. Ball do not lie.
The results don't lie. It's the Patriots are a legitimate team. They are a legitimate playoff team.
Yes.
And when they are healthy and when they are in stride, it starts from the top down, because that's why I'm so confident in the team. It starts from the top down. Mike Vrabel is a fantastic coach. Josh McDaniels is a genius on the offensive coordination side of the ball and his play calling. We need to work out some issues. Obviously, we need to give Henderson the ball, which feels like a no-brainer, but they're still not doing it. But like, despite our issues, the pieces are there, and the culture and the influence and the mentality, and ultimately the results are speaking for themselves. So they are in the right place in every aspect that counts, because every team is going to have issues, but they have the leadership and the poise and the confidence and the discipline to follow through.
Yeah.
Which is why I think they will go far despite severely needing a lot of things.
So for me, and I said this,
for sure. And I just want to say, wait, no, you go ahead, Eunice. Actually, now that
I
I
was
know
just
you're not
gonna
going to say
say,
what I
because I
thought you were
talked
going
about
to say.
this yesterday, and I talked about it with Gus a little bit. I might be the only fucking person that genuinely had some belief in the Patriots before the season started for them making the playoffs. And I say
could
this,
happen.
huh?
I said it could happen.
Where for me yesterday in the group chat, I texted in there where I'm like, I do believe the Patriots'
is 100%
impact
true.
is as real as it comes, because no matter how quote unquote bad of a team you're versing is, they're not playing to lose ever.
Mhm.
Like, you're still playing to win regardless of it. And how I see it for the playoffs this year, because let's be honest, Patriots as of right now, they're either going to get the 1, 2, or 3 seed. They're not getting anything lower than that. Like, so they're hosting whatever team they're playing first in wild cards. And excuse me, I'm sorry. My only thing was, I was like, I like the Patriots a lot. I think within the next, couple years, Drake May will definitely be in the Super Bowl without a doubt in my mind. I just don't think this is the exact year that he's going to make it there, just because I feel that it's such a young team, a lot of inexperience in the playoffs specifically. A lot of the injuries thankfully don't look as bad as a lot of people initially thought. I never look forward to injuries, and a lot of the pieces are there for the Patriots, like, at least when it comes to key pieces.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, I just think playoffs come around, they'll might win 1 or 2. They might do like what the Commanders did last year, make it all the way to the AFC Championships. I just think just because it's such a young team, Vrabel's first time head coaching this team, Jaden Daniels, excuse me, Drake May first time in playoffs, a lot of his teammates first time in playoffs, which is a completely different environment, of course. A lot of overthinking, a lot of underthinking, a lot of stuff. I do think within 2026, 27, 28, within those 3 years, Drake May should appear in the Super Bowl minimum one time within those 3 years, which is very, very good for someone so young into his career. Because, this is coming from me, Lamar Jackson, 9 years in the NFL, never made it once. So I'm saying this, Drake May deserves his fucking flowers, regardless of the outcome in the playoffs for this season. Like I said,
And what gives me confidence in our potential success this season is that Mike Vrabel has won a Super Bowl as a player. He has been to AFC Championship game as a coach. Josh McDaniels was an OC in multiple Super Bowls. So although the players don't have the experience, the coaching has the equipment to give them the answers, and to give them the answers and the confidence and the morale that the players do need in these big moments, that although they haven't appeared in yet, they're the people they look up to, for guidance have been there, and they know what to do with them. And these players completely trust this coaching staff. And not only that, with the chaos that the AFC is in right now, it's as weak as we've seen it in a while. The established teams are really struggling. So why not the Patriots? Because a lot of these other teams are just as inexperienced in the playoffs.
Correct. Like I said, my argument is not this soundproof, locked in stone thing. It's just the only sensible argument on why not this team. It doesn't mean shit once you actually get there and we actually see. For all we know, Drake May in the playoffs, that's his natural environment. He's as comfortable as ever. We don't know anything about Drake May in the playoffs because this will be his first ever time in the playoffs. I'm just going off of experience and experience alone, because that's all we have to go off of. There's nothing we have to go off of. If he goes into playoffs and he throws a 7 interception game, doesn't get 1 point on the board, that's where it's like, all right, maybe now you can use that for next year. If he goes into playoffs and he's dropping 50 bombs back to back to back, but he lost in the AFC Championship, that's where it's like, all right, 2026, my Super Bowl favorites, Patriots, locking that in now. That's what I'm saying.
He could be like Patrick Mahomes, where a playoff,
he could be like Patrick
a playoff
Mahomes.
appearance is automatic, or he could be like Justin Herbert, where he
Exactly.
completely falls apart at the seams.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, we don't know yet. So that's the
Yeah.
only reason why I've been so hesitant to say Patriots for the Super Bowl this year, because we don't know anything about Drake May in the playoffs. There's nothing to go off of.
Correct. Yeah.
Like, the only reason why people were talking about Jaden Daniels at the start of this season in the Super Bowl is because last year he made it to the playoffs and he balled the fuck out back to back to back games.
Mm-hmm.
This is why certain teams, like the Chiefs, for example, even though they're having arguably one of the worst seasons in franchise history with Mahomes as their quarterback, people are still like, well, we got to be careful because let's say they get the 7th seed and now they get into playoffs, whole different ballgame.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
So, yeah, like I said.
Yeah, now you got to play them with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, now this is a different team.
And this is a team, like, with their backs
February-
against the wall. It's a completely different opponent.
January Mahomes is not December Mahomes. Those are two different people.
Mm-hmm.
And this goes the same for a lot of different players, you know? Like, respectfully, Jalen Hurts, yeah, we shit on him. Yeah, we talked that. He still did show up when he needed to. And we do have to acknowledge him for it.
But I will give him hate for only showing up in those moments.
Sure, of course. And that's a completely fair argument. Where it's like, yeah, but you need to make playoffs first, dum-dum.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that's, like, how I stand on it. I love Drake May. I've said nothing but good things about Drake May. I genuinely love the culture Drake May has brought to the Patriots. And I'm genuinely excited to see him make his first Super Bowl appearance within the coming years. Just because of lack of experience in that alone and lack of what he is in the playoffs, I just can't in my heart say, yep, this is the year.
Right. I'm still, like, win or lose, I'm very excited to see how the schedule will perform in his first playoff appearance.
Because the Patriots already have a good chunk of their 2026 games announced. I'm going to look at this if you want to talk about the Pats game from last week.
I think Riley had something
I was
to say.
going to say, Gus, can you please? No, I you guys touched on everything. All I was going to say was we can start moving on to the Pats game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Pats game
or Ravens, but we'll do Pats first.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch it, so I just know it was a blowout.
It was certainly a really bad, ugly scene for the Patriots. And we started extremely rough in the first half, especially that first quarter. And you really can't blame anybody else but May in that first quarter performance. He did bad. He was sailing the ball over wide open receivers. He had a very nasty pick six, which I would like to chalk up to growing pains. I don't think they underestimated the Bengals by any means, at least not the players. I do think our play calling was very soft for this game. I've seen much better play calling, and I'll work to that in a minute. But it definitely seemed like an off day. What I think our biggest issue is just how, like, this is the hardest part in the season, right? And we are one of the few teams yet to have a bye week, and it's certainly showing. Whether it doesn't whether it's showing physically or mentally, it's making its way through. It has a big effect on these players. Clearly, it has an effect on everybody, and not being able to have that bye and to go in week out, and to kind of have that growing pressure. Like, the more you win, the more you're expected to win, right? Which can definitely get in your head as a player. And just I feel like seeing that, we kind of saw that show it, like, peak its head, because it's like, okay, we should win this, we have to win this, we should win this, we have to win this. Mistakes happen, and then you have to pull yourself back up from those mistakes, which we did at the end, which we did do at the end. But it's very clear that this team is tired. This team is, in this game at least, I feel like they've gotten in their own heads. And there's still a lot to work on. It's another one of those games where it's like it's not a loss, but it feels like one. And the lessons to be learned are definitely just as valuable as if we would have lost that game. And thankfully, it doesn't reflect on our record, but it's definitely, this team still has progress to make on the field. And he's not going to have a perfect game, and the standard for him has gotten extremely high in such a short amount of time.
Right.
So I don't think this is going to be common in Drake May's performance. I do think that we desperately need a bye week. And like we needed it yesterday, and somebody has to sue whoever is in charge of that field's upkeep because people were falling like flies out there on both teams. What the hell is that Cincinnati turf made out of? Is each blade made out of concrete?
Yes.
Everybody was going down, dude. Will Campbell, I forget his name, but our left guard as well. T. Higgins
Yep.
fucking died.
Yep.
It's
Hey guys, I just
insane.
want to let you know. I just want to let you know because I watch my team there every year. It is
Yeah.
their stadium. Every single time I have
Absolutely it is.
ever watched Lamar Jackson get sacked in that stadium, I literally look away.
Yeah. That turf has got to go. It's killing their players. It's killing whoever
Fucking
plays
Ohio.
there. Yeah, it's really bad. It's really got to be fixed. And we won the game, but at what cost? We left worse off than we came in. And the players we need the most in the most important stretch are not going to be there on defense and on offense. So our run game has shown to take a significant hit with Milton Williams out, which is terrifying because we are going up against James Cook and Derrick Henry
Right.
and Devon A-Chain. So it's very scary on defense to see our star defensive player go down like that. And now arguably the most important position on the field is being played by a bum who we I don't know why he's still on the team, Vidirian Lowe. So
Right.
we're gonna have big issues, and our offensive line was already bad enough. Drake May has been taking a lot of sacks, is facing a lot of pressures. So our outlook while these players are gone is rough. I'm just extremely thankful that we have all but secured a playoff position already because we do get to play the Jets and the Dolphins with a hopefully more healthy team, but the Ravens and Bills games just became a lot more questionable. These were already going to be competitive in the first place. This Bills game could secure our position in the AFC East if we win. So it
Yeah.
just shows you how much is on the line. And obviously, injuries happen to every team. This is the part in the season where,
They stack.
this is it's where they stack. It's
Yeah.
a problem pretty much all these teams are dealing with. So it's how we bounce back from that and how we kind of compensate for that, which is I'm very curious to see in this Giants game. And I do want to skip ahead a bit here. I have a strong feeling we're going to lose this game against the Giants because we lost so many key players in such a short amount of time that for the Bills and Ravens game, we kind of have to figure out how we're going to compensate. And I don't think we will be at that stage for the Giants. I think that'll be a big learning curve for the games moving forward as to what we need to do and what we can do for the time being. But I don't think we are ready to fight a very gritty Giants team who has lost to very good teams by the skin of their teeth. They credit where credit is due. I think the Giants are the best worst team in the league. I don't think any team is going to look forward to playing them based off how they've held their own against such competent offenses and defenses, despite being so injured. So the Giants are definitely going to be a very tough challenge, and I don't think we're equipped for that.
I do want to say, and this is not me throwing shade at the Patriots whatsoever. Please do not take it that way. I do wonder where, obviously, people are always saying, like, oh, the Patriots had a easy schedule. I do question it. Like, I wonder what would have happened if the Giants had the Patriots schedule. I don't know. I doubt they would be at the level of the Patriots, because what are the Patriots right now? Like 9-3, 9-2,
10-2.
10-2.
10 and
Excuse
2.
me. I do believe the Giants really could be in the like 7-5 club right around now. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Like, don't get me wrong. The Patriots' schedule is easy. Nobody's arguing that. I think a lot of these teams, like, yes, if the Giants had our schedule, they would have a much more successful season. Statistically, the Giants have the hardest schedule of the year. So I don't think it's wrong to say that whatsoever. Again, go back dealing with the cards you're dealt, whatever. But in this hypothetical, I do agree. The Giants would have a much better offseason. And if they were to have our schedule, we would have swapped places. So I don't take offense to that at all. It objectively is an easy schedule overall. And although for Drake Maye, it definitely hasn't been the story. He's faced moderate to great defenses.
Yeah.
But
honestly,
our defenses had a pretty good time holding back a lot of these teams, like the Browns, for example. So overall, yes, we've had a very easy schedule, and I do think a lot of teams would be successful given that schedule.
Like, I don't want to seem like I'm changing it, but something I really am excited about for Drake Maye is that Week 15 game against the Ravens, just because ever since Week 6, the Ravens have had arguably the number 1 defense in the league. And I'm genuinely excited to see how Drake Maye is able to adapt and maybe overcome that defense, because
absolutely.
Because he's going to verse arguably the best cornerback in the league, Nate Wiggins, top 10 cornerback Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton, Mike Green, Malachi Starks, and Jermont Jones. All players that since Week 6 have they've jumped up the billboards in terms of, oh, they're pretty good too. Oh my God, these might be the guys.
Yeah. And
I'm genuinely excited to see how he plays against that.
Oh, absolutely. We're at the point in Drake Maye's career where I get excited to see him matching up against better defenses. To me, it's even better when their offense is poor. Like, for example, that Browns game, he was picking apart that defense the entire time. He took 5 sacks and still put up the numbers he did.
Yeah.
And
ever since
and
that
obviously
Browns
pocket
game,
awareness. Yeah, obviously pocket awareness is something he's got to work on.
Right.
And of course our O-line, but something he can do is work on that pocket awareness, because some of those were his fault. And he does tend to hold on to the ball. But I get excited watching Drake Maye go up against these more difficult defenses, because it just proves what I want to believe, or has the potential to prove what I want it to be, rather be. It's where you see if he lives up to that kind of hype. You can go ahead now.
I was going to say, because for me, ever since that Browns game, something weird has shifted in the Patriots O-line, where I can't help but feel it regressed in a way. Because right after that Browns game that allowed 5 sacks, you guys went against the Falcons that created, what was it, like 4 sacks, and then 2 of them were like strip fumbles and stuff.
Yeah.
And then right after that, you had the Buccaneers, where Drake Maye got sacked a bunch again. And then, of course, you had the Jets, which went fine. But then the Bengals game, the defense was kind of fucking with him a little bit for a really good chunk of the game. And now you're going to the Giants. You're going to Dexter Lawrence and Abdul Carter. So I'm just like really curious, like looking into it, because after the Giants, now it's the Bills. Now it's like, all right, Matt Milano's in his face every 2 seconds if he's, And then right after that, you have the Ravens game that I just got done talking about. And then, of course,
and another reason why I think we'd lose this Giants game but have a much better shot against the Bills and the Ravens is The bye week.
Playing to the standards.
It's
Oh,
a
bye week.
break. It's an actual break that this team desperately needs in terms of wear and tear and in terms of like mental fortitude and all this and that. It's we definitely need it, and every week it's starting to show that this team needs a break. They're so young, and there's so much pressures already on them to succeed. And that wear and tear stacks. This team, we lost a lot of key players. Because the people we count on, we lean on. You know, so to not have them playing their best or to have them hurt, uh, which is even more detrimental, is it's definitely starting to show. And this Giants game, I think, is going to be, as like a collective, probably one of the hardest games we're going to play in this regular season because of the point we're at with injuries and coming off such a bad week, and not really time to
Yeah.
kind of pull it all back together. So I think given that bye week, the pace as well, and kind of approach a game plan against the Bills and Ravens in a much more
One last
effective
thing I
manner.
did want to add, because I did say I was going to look it up, was then 2026, it definitely gets harder
Oh, for
for the
sure.
Patriots.
I wouldn't expect them not to.
Division games aside, you guys got the Broncos, Packers, Lions, Bears, Chiefs,
Oh, we're playing
Chargers
the
on your schedule.
North. Okay. Okay.
You just got done talking about how the NFC North looks like it's just getting better and better.
Yeah. And we're playing the
You're
NFC
versing
North.
that division, not to mention Chargers, Chiefs,
Mhm.
Broncos.
Oh, I think they're going to be absolutely
And
invigorating.
I also want to say one
And
more.
we're definitely
It's not announced yet, so it's not sure yet, but you are versing one team from the AFC North. So let's assume worst case scenario, let's say it's the Ravens too. So like that schedule next year can really be the, all right, let's look at this.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough schedule. It's going to be a tough schedule, and tough schedules in the sense that these are
All
top 10
playoff teams.
defenses. Yeah, these are all playoff teams. These are top 10 defenses. These are teams that you are going to see again if you have a successful season.
Right.
Which for me is it's extremely exciting because this is still such a young team that they need this kind of experience and this kind of exposure
to really
and obviously we obviously need a lot of work in the offseason in order to win a majority of those games. But we're definitely on the path forward. And this is something that it's really this is like next year is going to be make or break. This year is the rebuild. Next year, obviously still rebuilding. We're not Super Bowl caliber in terms of talent, but it really is make or break in terms of the talent that we do have. Can they hold up week in and week out against legit teams? So it's going to be exciting for sure. Not for my heart, not on Sundays, but it's going to be exciting.
My heart.
All right. So, is that everything?
Yeah. There's a lot I've been wanting to speak about for the Patriots, especially since I was missed so many weeks. But I think I've got all that out of my system.
All right. So
I have an aneurysm
I don't
right
got
now.
a lot. I don't have a lot to say about the Ravens game that I haven't said a bajillion times or not. I want Daniel Falala off the team. Lamar Jackson announced it this morning. The reason he looked so out of it that whole game was on, I think he said either the second or third snap of the game. And you can go back and watch it now because now we get the context of it. The guy that Daniel Falala was guarding pushed Daniel down, and he landed on Lamar Jackson's foot, which caused some pain. Thankfully, it was no injury or anything, but like maybe just enough to like bruise the skin or whatever. So like stepping on it was kind of uncomfortable. So I want Daniel Falala off the team. I've said this a billion times, but I said at the beginning,
I've seen clips of him. I was laughing watching his lowlights.
Right into the cheese.
Uncircumcise him.
Dude. So I've been saying this for a couple weeks now. We drafted a rookie in the 3rd round. His name is Emory Jones Jr. He plays guard.
Put him up
And he got
there.
injured. Huh? What, DJ?
I got injured. I was just gonna say put him up there.
He got injured during the off season, like after the draft, and he was cleared
Hey,
to
bro,
play.
your mic ain't it, Riley. You need to calm down.
And he got cleared to play like 2 months ago, and he's been a healthy scratch. Last week, he was not a healthy scratch. They let him in the game, but he didn't get any snaps. This week, John Harbaugh said, "No, we're gonna throw him in there a little bit today. We're gonna see what's happening, or not today, tomorrow. We're gonna see what's happening with him. We're gonna check him out." And I heard that shit, and I got so happy because I'm telling you, if he steps up there for one snap and a big play happens, dude, like, I don't know what more the team could need. As like, all right, yeah, Daniel, sit your ass down.
When Eunice heard that information, he started like giggling like a schoolgirl, kicking his
I
feet up in
literally
the
did.
air.
I did. But, there's not much to say because it was the Jets, of course. Whereas, like,
No, that's a lot, actually.
No, I'm talking about defensively for us.
Oh,
They
okay.
are Super Bowl caliber.
I was gonna say our defense showed up, balled out. We've been doing. I'm comfortable saying this now because it's been since week 6. Obviously, it's what week? Is this week 12 or 13?
It's a week.
We just finished
12
week
going
12.
into 13. Yeah.
So this is week 13 tomorrow. The game.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've been really happy with our defense. Now we've been good for 7 weeks, almost 7 weeks now. I'm really happy. Tomorrow's going to be a really good test for them because Burrow is back, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it for me.
Yes. All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Seems like there might
He's
be
like
some
in his
sort of
car right
delay. Jawan Jennings got punched in the nuts. The other guy was suspended. That's all I want to talk about with that.
I just want to say
time JJ McCarthy for the 49ers.
I just want to say one thing because someone just posted this on Twitter. The Patriots are going to be wearing their throwback uniforms, the red ones, for this game, and someone retweeted it and said, "We are 0-67 in these jerseys."
6-7.
Or not.
I believe that random guy on Twitter
my
who I don't
sister
know
stepped on
his
my
actual
cat's paw.
I
and
know
now he's
for a
limping
fact
around.
they aren't because that Brady 55-0 game was in those red jerseys.
Yeah. I was just I looked at the first comments like
I'm not
talking about? We're 9-3 in these.
I'm not typically superstitious, but in this new modern era, like post Brady era, it does seem to bring bad luck. Obviously, it's just superstition. I don't claim to be a superstitious person, but obviously it doesn't weigh. It doesn't make a difference on the actual result of the game. But that just
what was it last year? Riley was
as much as
you said. Riley, the Bills were scared of teams that were wearing alt uniforms.
Yeah, somebody tweeted that out just because that was like a lot of our like really shitty losses were against teams in alt uniforms.
But then didn't it switch up where the Bills wore an alt uniform against the Lions at that home game?
No, we did white out.
Yeah, to contradict their blackout.
Yes, because we were talking about that. Now we're the ones who are in alt uniform hell because we've lost except for the Bucks, we've lost 2 out of 3 of our alt uniform games. Keep those red helmets at home maybe on week 18.
All right,
I'm still wearing my hat even though I don't have my camera on.
I feel so bad for my cat.
Yeah. So
fuck your cat.
Predictions this week.
My sister stepped on his paw and he's limping.
Shave the cat. That will help. So we have on Thanksgiving we have 3 games. We have the Packers and the Lions first. Dejan, would you like to go first, or which Lions fan would like to go first?
I can go first.
Go for it.
Out of all the things I just said, all the things wrong with this team, if there's one thing the Lions need to do is put those cheesehead Wisconsin fucks in their place during Thanksgiving. There is only one goal at the fucking end of this season. Fuck playoffs, is to make sure we don't fucking lose to those cheesehead cunts in Thanksgiving games. That's all I care about right now. Fuck those fucking Packers. Fuck Jordan Love. Fuck, I forgot the defensive end. He can go fuck himself.
Micah Parsons.
I need a win. I need a W. I don't care how nasty it looks. I don't care if you guys call Kirby Joseph the dirtiest fucking safety on the goddamn league. I need a W.
I don't think Kirby's in for the game.
I don't know. I haven't checked. I'm just saying shit.
Okay.
We've got Dejan with Lions, but Dejan, Lions how much? Like by
Give
how
me
much?
14.
Nah. Okay. I was giving you props for doing better in predictions, but seems like that might be an unrealistic spread.
I just checked the text you sent me of like my internet keeps cutting out every 5 seconds.
Dude, I am so angry. And I picked the Lions as well because I think it heavily depends on which version of the Packers show up. And you know, even when they're winning those games, I don't think they look amazing. We'll see. But I did pick the Lions. I think it'll be a close divisional matchup, though. Sammer, what do you think?
Sammer?
Yeah, now you guys know how I feel.
Remember, you're playing the Green Bay
It
Packers.
cut out for
The
me.
same Packers that you're playing the same Packers that lost to the
No.
Panthers.
True. Okay. Oh, don't worry. I understand not being super confident in your team. So
That was day one.
Malik, what do you think?
I'm still scared. Like I'm scared of the game because of week one, how that turned out. But I'm still gonna pick the Lions. I believe we can do it. I believe.
Okay. Gus, what were you thinking with this game?
I have despite my skepticism, I have a lot more questions for the Packers and Matt LaFleur as the play caller. And just looking at Green Bay games and how they tend to go down, I don't think I don't know who's going to have control of this game, but I think just how like the games tend to play out, I think it will be relatively low scoring compared to Lions standards, at least. I do think it will be a low scoring slugfest, defensive slugfest. But I call a bias, but I gotta pick the Lions. I gotta pick the Lions in this matchup. They already lost once to the Packers, and I don't see them sweeping.
I don't think so either. I think it'll be very low scoring though, but I do agree with you on that. Eunice, who did you pick?
So this is maybe the scariest game of the year for the Lions in terms of making playoffs, because the Packers are 7-3-1 in the division and the Lions are 7-4. The Lions are fighting for the 7th seed right now that currently they don't have. That belongs to the 49ers, who are 8-4. This game can really become one of those games where you look back at it in January like, damn, that's the reason the Lions didn't make playoffs. And unfortunately, I've been saying this for a few months now. When under pressure, Jared Goff is just really bad. Like, and I don't mean pressure like the surroundings. I mean, like, the second a defender gets past an O lineman for a split second, Jared Goff can make very reckless passes, and he doesn't have his check down guy. Because typically what they used to do was, all right, pressure, 2-yard throw to Laporta. Laporta picks up 2 or 3 more yards after the throw. They're halfway for the first down. Something next round. They don't have that anymore. And Jordan Love, I feel like we've been talking about this for a minute, about how you play to the other team, it's like standards. And I feel like Jordan Love has that case. Because you look at the teams he's beaten and then the teams he's lost to, and you see it, or it's like, all right, they beat the Eagles, they beat the Lions once already, they beat this and that, but then they lost to the Browns, but then they lost to the Panthers. And that's just how I feel on it. I am taking the Packers on this right now. Just because I'm very concerned about that O-line, because I know they got what's his name back, but I'm very doubtful. He's ready to suit up and play tomorrow after this got announced today.
He is.
He's playing tomorrow?
At least that's what I saw.
Oh, I actually was reading about this when my internet went. So apparently the Lions had his contract rights because he retired in the middle of that contract. And the way it works is you're allowed to be on sort of like this like commissioner exempt list, where you're not on waivers, like you are retired, but you can basically get called up before week 13 starts. And that is what the Lions did, and that is him like coming out of retirement. So I wonder if maybe he planned to come back, and this is literally the last day he's allowed to come out of retirement. You know what I mean? For it to count for this season. So maybe they had it set up where they've been talking to him for a while, and they have contract rights for 2 more years. So perhaps this was something that had been in the works, was my sort of idea. I don't know if that's true. That's just sort of what I was wondering.
Okay, so to correct what I saw on Instagram, they said like he's prepared and ready to jump in, not that he's gonna play fucking Thanksgiving.
Right. Yeah.
They already rolled him out for Thanksgiving. Like it's too soon for him to jump in.
Right. I was gonna say that's
Okay.
insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm taking the Packers based off what I said. I do think this will still be a very close game, like Sammer said, like a field goal difference. But yeah.
Oh yeah, so okay. I think it'll be pretty close as well. Next game is Chiefs Cowboys. What were you guys thinking for this one? We'll go with Gus first.
Despite
what were you thinking for this?
Despite selling me last week, and despite how good their offense is and how Pickens has been absolutely balling out, this is make or break for the Chiefs. And like I said earlier, when their back is against the wall, it's a different team. And sloppy or not, I have to take him. I have to take him. I'm picking the Chiefs on this one.
I agree.
I don't think it'll be a glorious game. I do think they will struggle, and obviously I think the Cowboys will struggle, but I think they'll come out on top.
I agree.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. Like, I honestly feel like the Cowboys are better. Other than, like, their defenses play better, but the offense is better. But yeah, we're going to see some just Mahomes magic purely off the fact that they are a caged animal that's like, we're going to miss the playoffs. We have to win this game. And the Cowboys are the same, but they don't have that reputation of actually being able to execute.
I I don't really want to steer and just take away real quick, but I'm so confused because in franchise, all right, Lamar won MVP.
Yeah.
And second place was Joe Burrow. But who won best QB was Joe Burrow, as he has a 13-4 team who made the Super Bowl.
I think that's just something that gets determined. It depends on when the game determines that, because obviously the MVP would be determined after the season, but the game will still lock it in with with regular season stats, if that makes sense.
Bro, the Ravens didn't win their division.
Well, yeah,
they were the
13.
6th seed.
That's crazy.
That's why I'm so confused on why they gave it to Lamar and not Burrow.
Also, sometimes the game is just bad. Anyways, Eunice.
Yeah.
Were you picking the Chiefs then, Eunice?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with everything Gus said. Except the only thing I do think is different is I think this will actually be a high-scoring game. I think this is
I didn't say it won't be high scoring. I just said it'll be a sloppy game.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think this is going to be a shootout, and I think the Chiefs win by, you know what? I'm going to say actually a 2-point conversion. I'm going to say they win by 1.
Ooh.
Say just one a touchdown. I don't know about a point, but that's what I was thinking. I think it'll be high scoring. Sammer, did you have an opinion? Yeah. Malik?
The Chiefs.
Gotcha.
Oh, we're going Chiefs.
Deshaun.
Okay.
Well,
Now,
we haven't heard Deshaun. I was that. You got him.
No, it's a shame that we are sadly all going Chiefs in this situation. Psych, I'm going for America's team, buddy boy. Come on.
There it
Did
is.
you guys really
For a
think he was
second.
being serious?
You know, for a second, I was like, oh.
The second I heard the sigh, it was locked in stone for me.
Guys,
Yeah,
we
Deshaun
gotta be serious with these ones. Come on now.
Cowboys, how much then?
Oh, give me the Cowboys by just 7, a touchdown. But like,
okay,
the Chiefs, they're gonna throw. I understand they made a comeback against the who?
Colts.
The Colts.
Yeah, but that's the Colts. Daniel Jones is still Daniel Jones at the end of the day. It sucks to say that, but he is. So yeah, just give me the Cowboys here. I don't know what else to say because I am doing this for the lulz.
No,
So, yeah.
I mean, I honestly could see it happening, but I do think that just with how desperate the Chiefs are, they want that win, you know, and they're gonna get it, in my opinion. That's the only reason I picked them. The next game is Bengals Ravens. Eunice, what were you thinking for this game?
I'm going to be honest, and I'm genuinely trying not to be biased here. I think it's obviously, I think it's Ravens, but I don't think this is going to be a close game at all. Just because, one, yes, Jamar Chase is a different type of animal, but he doesn't have T. Higgins out there to take a lot of the pressure off of him, like normally is the case. So, like the idea of Nate Wiggins and Marlon Humphrey double teaming Jamar Chase. Do I still think Jamar Chase will probably get a touchdown and still do decent in fantasy or something? Yeah. Do I think, though, it's going to be like a big shootout with Jamar Chase going crazy? No, not at all. And not to mention, I love Joe Burrow. I always say good things about Joe Burrow. He's coming back from a 3-month injury. So, you got that rust you got to shake off for a bit. So I'm sure maybe the second half he'll look electric. But that first half, I think that's going to be what the Ravens just need to build up a substantial lead that can't be recovered from. Not to mention, Bengals are also missing Trey Hendrickson. So even though I complain about the O line a lot, I do feel like it shouldn't be an issue without Trey knocking on the door every 3 milliseconds.
Mm-hmm.
Just the secondary is so bad. Not to mention the Ravens defense as a whole has been electric. Dramont Jones, EDC, please let me give you head. Mike Green and Dramont Jones have been working out together, and ever since that started, Mike Green has gotten 2.5 sacks in the 3 weeks Dramont Jones has been here, and Dramont Jones has been fucking crazy too. Fucking blocking passes, forcing fumbles. He's averaging 4 pressures a game, which is insane. That's just how I feel about it. I don't really have a lot to say besides that. I think it's the Ravens, and I'll do a score thing on this one. I genuinely think this will be a 17-point differential.
Wow.
Now, I would not go that far, but I do think the Ravens will win.
Actually, I'm so sorry to cut you off. I'm genuinely sorry. I don't want to be like a dick.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a 17-point differential going into the half, but then Joe Burrow picks it up in the second half, but it's not enough to get the win. I think it'll be a 10-point difference.
See something like that happening. I feel like that's a little bit more realistic. I still think it will be closer just because here's the issue. It's a divisional rival. So you're like, it'll be close. But it's also the Bengals. And I don't think their defense is good enough. Now, I also feel like Joe Burrow will be rusty, but I could be wrong. I mean, we'll see. Knowing these two, I think this game is going to end this game is either going to be sort of lower scoring with the Ravens coming out on top or a 44-45 game. I want this to be crazy. I want it to be crazy.
I will be genuinely upset if our defense gives up 40 points to them just because I've been so proud of the defense lately, but please continue.
Yeah, no, the Bengals will put up 40 next week. That's for sure. Samer, what were you thinking?
The Bears.
And the Bears.
We ain't talking about that one.
You saw orange and black.
All right. All right. Sounds good. Malik?
The Ravens.
Dijon?
The Bengals.
No, Malik. It's Ravens. The same.
Ravens.
It's just
By
Ravens.
how much?
Give me shimmy. 16.
Right. Okay.
Alright, fuck you, man.
Okay. Then we have the Black Friday game.
Whoa, I didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on now.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place because I don't have any of my shit because of the fucking internet. Gus, what were you thinking?
Call me delusional. Call me an optimist. Call me misinformed. I think that the Ravens offense is going to struggle in that first half. I don't think that it will be a clean blowout like Eunice is predicting. I I actually believe that the Bengals will come out on top because
Wow.
Ravens, based off my observation, the Ravens have a history of struggling against divisional opponents, good or bad. I mean, just look at the Browns game. They really almost sold, and for a lot of years they do tend to split with them. And obviously the defense is much different, but I think this will be a very exciting game on both sides of the ball. Despite Joe Burrow being out for so long, obviously he won't be um, playing in prime form, but I would not dismiss him so quickly and so confidently. And I think they're going to pull it together and come out with a win against the Ravens.
It'll be exciting. I think that all of the Thanksgiving games for me were 50-50.
Hmm.
Like I think they're going to be very exciting.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
So now we have Black Friday. um and let's start with Gus since I accidentally skipped him. What were you thinking? It's Bears Eagles.
You know what? I tend to do this. Maybe I'm just addicted to betting on the underdog. But I'm calling fraud alert on the Eagles once more,
They are
and
frauds.
I did pick the. I'm just double checking, making sure that I'm consistent. What I'm saying is consistent with my selection. But I'm picking the Bears.
Uh-huh.
I think
Okay.
they struggle a lot on defense. They're missing, they're all of their cornerbacks pretty much, but they're a team that finds a way to win. They're absolutely overperforming for where the team is at right now, and the Eagles are severely underperforming for where the team is at right now. Do I think it'll be a fight? Absolutely, but what the Bears have been doing all season is winning ugly games. So for that case, I think the Bears have a real shot at taking this.
Could definitely see that happening. That is not what I picked.
Hmm.
But the reason I say it's 50-50 is because I think, yeah, the Bears struggle on defense, but the Eagles struggle on offense. And these past
Hmm.
few weeks, man, the Bears offense, which I have maligned, has been very hard to not say wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, and so I really wanted to pick the Bears, but I ended up picking the Eagles because I feel like that defense is enough. But
Hmm.
that's why I said it was 50-50. Eunice, what did you pick?
So this was honestly maybe the hardest game for me for this entire week, just because looking at it from an injury perspective and offense perspective, defense perspective, all that, I generally think this is going to be a snooze fest game. I think this is going to be a super low scoring game. I think the Eagles will barely win this, and I generally had a spread prepared for this where I think the final score is going to be 14-10.
I don't think it will be a snooze fest, but I could see that being the score. Like I think it depends on, there's bad snooze fest and then there's people complaining because it's defensive snooze fest. You know
Yeah,
what I
let me
mean?
specify. I think this will be a snooze fest, not a defensive snooze fest. That's not gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
fumble, oh, he got sacked. It's gonna be incomplete punt.
Hmm.
No, punt.
Mm. I
Punt.
think I can. I'm gonna try to predict one more
I
thing.
love that we
Actually,
all just know.
at one point, it's gonna be 3rd and 15, and it's gonna be an incomplete screen pass. That's like what I mean when I say snooze fest.
No, the Bills don't play till Sunday.
Also, Riley, I'm
That's
so
an
happy you
incomplete.
weren't watching the Lions game. I forgot to say this.
No,
Bro.
I was.
Oh, you did? So you saw the screen pass where they got fucking 20 on us?
I laughed my ass off.
Joe Brady somewhere was watching that game. Was like, hey, this
That's
is
it.
doubling down.
That's it.
So I
right
started
there.
watching Chiefs, and then I got into call with you guys, even though I was only trying to hop in for like a second because I had a bunch of stuff to do. and then I just ended up not doing homework and just only watching the Lions game.
I was driving.
I did it on Monday. But yeah, like I mean, I could see it going a few ways. Sammer, did you want to say anything about the Bears Eagles game? Okay. Malik.
That Eagles. I think it's going to be a shit show from the Bears side. I don't know.
Am
I
I
don't
the only
trust it.
Bears believer?
No, like I said, I like the Bears. I'm just saying against the Eagles
No,
specifically.
I mean in this game.
Oh, yeah.
I think it could happen. I think it honestly, like, I don't know. Every couple hours, I'm like, well, maybe, like, it's very hard for me to record my prediction video.
Especially because, like, we do these on Wednesday, too, so you don't get the injury report but till, like, an hour before the game, too, of who's out.
Yeah.
Like, Devontae Smith might not play this game.
I was about to say, I love how he confidently said, yeah, like I didn't answer yet. Come on now. Think a
No,
little.
I said Dijon.
I know, Eunice said, yeah, when Gus said, am I the only Bears? The person who picked Bears? Nah, he ain't.
Yeah,
Come
because
on now.
I
You
was
should
going to
know
say
me by
Dijon
now,
is
man.
picking NFC supremacy. NFC
Mhm.
North supremacy.
I was gonna
Fuck the Eagles as well, man. Shit.
Real shit.
Yeah, true. They did sweep
Also-
the entire NFC North.
I want to make a quick comment. Eagles fans are like absolutely insufferable online. Every time they see like and I mean like they are such bandwagons. Like every time they see a successful AFC team being hated on, and it's always like, you know how many Eagles fans I've seen? And recently even I've seen Eagles and Patriots Eagles fans like always hating on us, we're the best teams in the league. Like they want to include themselves in everything, bro. Like stay out of the AFC. Nobody in the AFC likes you. You're delusional. Are you serious? No Bills fans is gonna be like, hell yeah, us and the Eagles, man. What?
Hate the
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Everybody hates the Eagles because not even because like you're the Eagles, but because you're from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to know the most fucked up thing I ever saw from an Eagles fan? Was I saw a TikTok and it was about Lamar Jackson. Nothing to do with the Eagles. And it was like, oh my God, Lamar is overhated because, he's black and all that stuff. I look in the comments like maybe he should act more like Jalen Hurts. And I read them like,
oh my God,
fuck does this mean?
What?
What do you mean he should act more like Jalen Hurts?
He should act more quarterbacky.
I'm like,
racism.
I'm sorry.
It's just
Is
racism.
it because fucking Lamar goes to games, he doesn't wear a 3-piece suit and fucking? I'm sorry. What? Elaborate, please.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know in the NHL they have a dress code where you have to wear a suit to like the pregame?
I'm not really.
I want to bring that for
that.
coaches, but players, I don't care.
Like I was gonna say, like I'm not really against the idea of a dress code, but I'm also like at the idea of like, dude, who gives a fuck? They're not wearing it on the field.
They're getting rid of
wearing
it
from
in the next
car.
collective bargaining.
I was gonna say, like, they're wearing their outfit from the car to the locker room. That's it. The second they're in the locker room, the minute they walk out, they're either wearing sports gear, like they're gonna go work out or do some stretching, or they're wearing their game uniforms and they're ready to play.
Unrelated, back in my elementary school, the 6th grade teacher, I didn't have that class, but she mandated that every boy walk in on Fridays wearing a suit and every female wear dress clothes.
Okay, that's insane.
Hey guys,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
hate to do this. I do have to leave. Ciao.
Nah,
and be safe.
that's all good. Thank you for
Bye,
joining us.
guys.
Thank you
You
for
have a
coming
good
on.
night. Happy Thanksgiving if you're doing anything with your family or whatever.
Yes, happy
I
Thanksgiving.
got 3 different Thanksgivings I have to go to tomorrow. Pray for me. Bye.
Oh boy. Bye.
I hate
He's good and he's complaining.
jokes, by the way, boys.
Dijon, Bears by how much?
I'm also just not a fan of the fucking Eagles. They're playing kind of so. They're playing so weird for a team that was just Super Bowl champs.
Yeah. This is the Chiefs all over again.
Yes, they are the NFC Chiefs.
They are. Dijon. Bears by how much?
Give me. I don't even fucking know at this point, Jesus, take the wheel.
I heard the roll.
Give me. I didn't roll. That was just my fingers. You know what? You make a valid fucking point. Roll 1d20. Give me 20. That's insane.
That's insane. If only that had happened several months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone? If anyone wants to check Bodacious D&D, it's under the rolls chat.
Next game is Niners Browns. Let's be real. Is anyone picking the Browns?
No.
And we're the Cleveland Browns. No, I'm not.
The Cleveland Browns.
No.
I like the underdog, but not that much, bro.
Yeah, yeah. You and 8% of people who picked them, all 8 Browns fans.
I'm not picking the Browns. Bro.
Yeah, I'm not picking the Browns. Dijon, Niners by how much? Not particularly confident in this Niners team. Heading down
I don't know about you guys. I was saying 6 here.
Okay, I low key.
You want to know why?
The Niners defense. Yeah.
Because they're the Cleveland Browns.
They are the Cleveland Browns. We're the Cleveland Browns. We punt. We punt too.
Make me. I might be crazy. All right.
What?
Browns lead for a few, just for the Niners to come back.
Potential.
Shadur's gonna go insane.
I don't know.
You don't understand, bro. Shadur
wait.
This time.
Shadur's like, I have an alter ego. And his name. Wait a minute. Now that I'm thinking about it, right? We shit on 9 JJ McCarthy for having his alter ego. And I remember there was another player who had an alter ego, but his alter ego was Mr. Unlimited. You gotta be unlimited. I wish I could play my soundboard. I'm not on my computer.
Right.
Oh, wait, it is on Discord. Unlimited diarrhea.
Unlimited.
Diarrhea poop.
Diarrhea poop. Have you ever heard him say, airplane? Like, you ever seen that?
No.
Which one?
He's got, Russ did a Subway commercial, and he's like holding the sub in the air and like flying it like you would like sort of like an airplane. He's like, air.
Watch out!
Like,
it's spicy.
It's so funny.
Be careful.
Oh yeah,
though.
be careful though. It's spicy. All right, next we have the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Titans. Is anybody picking the Titans? I mean, it's the Jags, but it's also the Titans. You know what I mean?
The Jags haven't been doing half bad, honestly.
Yeah, they haven't been doing half bad.
They haven't, but
injuries.
But
yeah, it is the Jags.
I was gonna say, I feel like the Jags are my first team out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't have high hopes for them.
I don't get
come playoffs. Dijon. All right, so we're all saying Jags. Dijon, by how much?
You already know who it is. Come on, boys. Give me 77.
77.
No, you deciding
number? If you minus 10 more, it's even a better number.
No. All right.
What, Sammer?
Do not put me down for 77.
I already
Put him
did, and
down
I'm
for
not changing
77.
it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm 77 then.
Wouldn't it be funny?
No, it wouldn't.
Next,
No,
Would be
it
really
really
funny.
wouldn't. You know what that would
next week,
mean?
what?
Because
That's the
at
highest scoring
one
NFL
point,
game.
no. At one point, the Jags are going to sit their starters. That means they keep scoring. That means they keep scoring.
You know,
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
The Dolphins put up 70. It was 70-20 against the Broncos, and they sat their starters at one point, and the backups just kept scoring.
Mm-hmm.
This was in 2023, and then they got blown out the next week. The Dolphins did by Buffalo. In Buffalo. Take me back.
Maybe it's because it wasn't in Buffalo. You were in Miami.
No, we were in Buffalo. That's what I. Oh,
Were you?
well, we
I thought it was
always
Miami.
we beat them all the time. It's just our OC is a terrorist. Since Colts. Now
Yeah,
this
you're
one's
right.
a
I
little more
forgot.
interesting.
Guys, I don't think Riley likes the Buffalo's OC.
I really don't. I would if I could only just have 5 seconds.
If I could turn back time.
If I could turn.
What?
back
No, Riley.
time.
You wouldn't do anything within 5 seconds.
I might be able to do something. We'll see. We'll have to figure it out.
Maybe give yourself a minute with him. You know what I mean?
Deal.
I haven't sit down with him.
Deal.
The multi-millionaire. I don't think he's a millionaire. I don't know how much he gets paid.
He probably gets paid. Well, I don't know. That's the thing. How much does he have liquid? How much does he have in his savings? You know, he gets paid a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how much he would have. Colts, Gus, what were you? I'm gonna ask you guys what you were thinking for this one, just because there's a potential. I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
This is definitely something I sat down and thought about when I was making my predictions. But I mean, I don't think the Colts are struggling this season as much as the Bills are. And the Bills offensively have a lot of problems, which is what resulted in that kind of game. And the Colts are just a much more well-rounded offense this season. And I do think they will struggle against this defense, because it is undeniably so good. But I don't think the Texans can get the ball going well enough to outscore the Colts. I don't see them doing that with or without CJ Stroud.
He is a full participant.
Mm-hmm. And even with him playing, I don't really think it changes the game much. They were winning or losing games regardless if he was playing or not. At least I feel. And I don't think the Texans are there offensively. I think the Colts are just too tall of a task for the defense to carry alone. So I picked the Colts for that reason.
I also picked the Colts for that reason, because I think that they are the Texans have too many issues other than just their O-line is bad. Their O-line is bad, but they also, we have to see, I mean, the Bills defense is garbage, right? It's very hard to judge a team against that horrible Bills defense. So we'll see what happens, but I picked the Colts. I feel like because it's a division game, though, it might be close. But this is one of those where it definitely could be not as close because of how bad that O-line for the Texans is. Malik, what were you thinking?
I picked the Colts. I feel like last week was like a fluke for them. I mean, that game was close, but I feel like this week is gonna be their comeback time.
Yeah. Okay. Sammer. Dijon.
Colts. I'm in. Yeah.
And FYI, I would like the Texans to win because it just helps the Patriots in terms of the AFC 1 seed. But I still think they're gonna win, yeah.
I'm expecting Colts to win because I feel like it's a situation where it's like the light was shown was like, all right, when JT gets sit down and we have to rely on Jones, you need to actually show up, Jones. So I want you to show up in this game. Not a great team, a mid overall team. So let's see what you can do. Let's have you be a primary, and if you suck, we're falling back to JT. And they still should win that game. So I'm saying just Colts here as they're already
Nah,
favored
passes to
by
Pittman only.
a lot.
JT doesn't get any touches.
Colts by how much, John?
If they do say what I'm saying, probably 10.
Okay. I think that's realistic. Is anyone picking the Saints?
No.
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 Okay.
So you guys waited for me to say something, huh?
I was looking at my phone.
No, it's gonna be a battle of A-Chan back-to-back touchdowns.
Questionable doesn't mean not coming, bro. Well, how bad was his injury? Could just be a sprain.
He was
Just
going
be
too
like-
hard in the club.
Yeah, but sometimes they list it as like, general soreness as sort of we'll keep you out just in case,
Mm-hmm.
Then Dijon, Dolphins by how much?
Give me another 9. Did I say 9 earlier?
Okay.
Just give me 9.
No, you did not. But that's okay. We haven't
win by a
even gotten to
McCarthy?
9 yet. Falcons, Jets. Is anybody picking the Jets here? I don't think the Falcons are a good team, but you can't pick the Jets.
Yeah, no, I picked the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons.
Yeah, I picked the Jets here. I think everyone understands why I picked the Jets, so let's just move this along. Give me 16.
Did you actually? Okay, Jets 16. Gotcha. Now this one is not interesting, but also is kind of interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals, Bucks. We don't know what's going on with Baker. I know he said he wants to play. Sometimes I want to play and I am going to play do not mean the same thing. So I ended up picking the Bucks because without Baker, they will lose. But I also don't necessarily know if Baker isn't playing, and maybe Bucky can carry because he wasn't there last week. I know we were talking about him potentially losing the job, but I think with Bucky that would put them in a lot better of a position. So I picked the Bucks, but Gus, what did you pick?
I think this is going to be a very close. This feels like a toss-up to me because of just how injury riddled the Bucks are, but I can't not pick them in favorable matchups because although all year they've been losing in the big moments, they have won the games they should win, and I feel like this falls under a game that they should win. So, with I would go as far as to say with or without Baker Mayfield, this Cardinals team has just struggled so much. I don't see them they'll put up a fight, don't get me wrong. I just don't see them coming out on top. I have to go with the Bucks here. They're just the better overall team, in my opinion.
I gotcha. Sammer, what were you thinking? Okay. And Malik?
The Buccaneers.
Dijon.
I hate that you said that with a grin, this motherfucker. I'm picking the Bucks. Why do you guys always think I'm just gonna say some crazy ass shit, huh?
You said the Jets.
Yeah, because it's just a viable option. 16. I already said that. Buccaneers, give me 14.
You too crazy. You too crazy.
Okay. Deshaun, I went back on my phone. Did you roll another D20?
No.
Okay. Buccaneers. Then you got the Rams and the Panthers. Who's picking the Panthers? I
No
don't
one.
think anybody is. Yeah.
Rams.
Yeah, Rams. They're the much better team. Much better team. Dijon. Yeah, they are. I do think they are. I do think they are. Dijon, Rams by how much? Dijon's like, whoa, I didn't say Ram.
I did say
Slow down.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
I want to say 21, but I do want to address a point. No,
okay.
Malik, I don't do this shit for the memes or for the lulz. I'm not picking the Raiders. Get that shit out of my DMs, cuh.
You're not a day one, bro.
Wow. You see anybody DMs me that? I delete DMs.
Speaking of DMs, could you guys maybe check your DMs and maybe check the chat for all Riled Up Live?
Oh, brother.
It's nuts. What
Oh,
about
my
me
God.
texting Gary?
You was at the club.
He ain't
Bottom
playing.
up when I first met you.
I'm not Ollie. I'm not about to send in a FN.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
we had. Next, speaking of 9 from earlier.
Oh Jesus.
We have.
They lose by 9.
Oh, but I forgot. Sam Darnold's not gonna play.
Oh, he isn't?
We have. No, he has a concussion.
Oh.
They still lose by 9.
So see, yeah, I'm picking the Seahawks. Everybody's picking the Seahawks. Let's be real. Who isn't?
I can't not pick the Seahawks. Their defense is good enough to carry them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, they want to
Especially
stay in
against 9.
contention
They probably
with the
have
Rams as well. So they have
yeah.
multiple things going for them why they should just outright win.
They do have a habit of being very weird and like blowing leads and shit, but I do think they're going to blow out the like Vikings.
Yeah.
And next, we
Is
have
Rodgers back? I have not been paying attention.
He should be.
Okay.
We have the Bills playing the Steelers. I picked the Steelers.
Of course you did.
I do not think it will be. I mean, it. You know, I guess it'll be close. Probably. I have a feeling this will be similar to last week's game where, you know, I feel like Rodgers is going to get a little silly with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
DK Metcalf.
I just want you to
900 yards.
understand there is no more upsetting feat than watching Jameis Winston flea flicker your ass.
No. So give me the Steelers, and I feel 20, 25, 19. Joe Brady is publicly. Joe Brady is publicly executed on the way home.
Yeah, put him in the pit. What happened to the pit? Put him in the pit.
The pit is filled. The stadium is done.
Make a new pit.
Mr. Chance.
We do need to make a new pit.
That's why there's no more dark magic this season.
We didn't have dark magic. We had the power of friendship that Joe Brady sucked away because he's like a parasite.
No, didn't you guys like sacrifice 2 guys and then you won? Against the Chiefs? Wasn't that the joke? Wasn't that the joke?
Well, yeah, everybody was saying like, "Oh, put him in the pit," but the pit is filled now. I guess we'll rip the bandage off. Gus, what do you think?
As much as I want to believe in the Steelers, and with how much they're being paid, you think they'd have a good defense, but that hasn't shown to be the case all the time. I don't, I, as much as I want them to win, I can't pick the Steelers on this. The Bills, they're just a better team. The Steelers are missing so much. They're fighting just to stay in playoff contention. Uh, what's saving the Steelers is that the season is only 18 weeks. If it was any longer, they would not be a playoff team. And their implosion has begun. They
Mm-hmm.
as soon as the Ravens got good, they lost the division to them. I don't see them taking this game away from the Bills, especially a Bills team that has a lot to prove. I don't see them coming out on top of this. I think, of course, I think Allen will have to play Superman, but I think this is a more favorable matchup for him to do so. So I gotta pick him. I gotta pick the Bills.
Wow. Next we have Malik. Malik, what are you thinking?
The Bills.
Okay. Dejan or not?
I believe in Josh Allen.
Thank you, Sammer. What do you think? Okay, good enough, right? Dejan.
I want the Bills to play like it's the Super Bowl. I want Joe Brady to have
Shit,
the
they
best
have
play
been.
How
call.
would they know?
Given their
No. I want Joe
track
Brady to
record.
have the best play calling in the world. I want the most unbelievable, awe-inspiring game, just so Joe Brady has one more year with the fucking Bills.
He will not. I do genuinely believe we are. I do now think
If
at this
magically the Bills win the Super Bowl, you think Joe Brady's staying?
point, no,
No, it's
I'm
done
not.
for
I'm not even
homeboy.
It's not just done for Brady. Bean is 100% being fired for this. There, any sort of like saving grace he had is gone because at this point, I mean, the man is making moves in Madden where you're like, oh man, I mean, we got one roster spot left. Like, let's just go on like the free agents and see who's available. Like, it, for real, like that's how he treats free agency. He's not a good GM. I whatever target he is like the manager of next year, I feel bad for the employees. You know, Deshaun Bills by how much?
Since you're so
He's doing a
untrusting,
team meeting.
I'm
with
just
all
gonna say
Target
3.
coworkers.
3. And then I get to watch Aaron Rodgers.
Wait, did you say they're
Because they're-
coworkers?
No, I'm talking about when he starts working at Target. All his coworkers do have a team meetings. All right, we gotta be like ISIS, like Al Qaeda.
No, that was Sean McDermott. That was
I
Sean
know, but
McDermott that
that'd
said
be
that.
so funny. But that'd be so funny. I just
Yeah,
Every
they should
time
have
you
never
walk
put
in
real
the
log.
Hey, Riley, cut that from the
the song
podcast.
plays.
They're both. They can say
Nigga,
it.
cut that from the podcast. Thank you very much.
Oh,
I'm a white man. Nigga.
No, he's
nigga.
black.
You're edited.
I'm not doing
I see your face,
Post a
DJ.
picture of him. Post a picture of him as you say that. As you say that, Riley.
That's still editing. That's still editing. No matter what, I'm winning. That is still editing.
I already have to edit the podcast because this podcast is in 3 segments.
One from Sammer.
One from
it's
Sammer, and then
10:30 right now.
I have a 40-minute. Oh, I have the beginning 45 minutes on my computer. That's minus all the fucking technical difficulties. Okay, Raiders, Chargers. Literally, if you're picking the Raiders, you're hot.
DJ.
Did you guys know there's a plant called
Dijon?
Tree of Heaven? No, Malik, I already said this earlier. I'm not picking the Raiders.
Yeah, we're all picking the
Nah, bro.
Chargers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, go ahead, Malik. You pick the Raiders. You think it's so funny. You pick the Raiders.
Yeah,
No, I'm
Malik,
not
you pick the
DJ.
Raiders.
Yeah,
I'm not
no, you're
DJ.
picking the Raiders. Yeah.
I'm not
It'd be
DJ.
so funny if I do it, right?
I don't
Yeah,
got
no.
the whimsy.
You
to
pick
do it.
up the Raiders right now. Malik
I like
picks
how
the
Malik
Raiders.
is trying to justify it. He's like, I don't have the whimsy for it. Dijon, Chargers by how much?
A very soft 17.
Okay, yeah.
He got a soft 17.
Hey,
You hit on the soft
yeah.
17?
Yes.
Good man. You don't know how blackjack works, do you, Sammer?
All in. Next we have Broncos, Commanders, and I think no one should be picking the Commanders.
Yeah,
It's the Broncos, dude. It's the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos.
Broncos are going to do semi to poor in the beginning and just win in the end because they're the Broncos.
Yep. And they shouldn't,
Yep.
and we'll all
Because
still
the defense is
not.
so good. The defense is so good. Bo Nix only has to play for one quarter.
So just give me 2.
Okay. And then finally, now we did talk about this a little bit already.
Mm-hmm.
So
I did
give
jump ahead
it.
a little bit.
I will give it to Gus, and you can say what you want. You don't have to rehash whatever you don't want to, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Say
Hello,
what you
my
want.
name is Busan. The Patriots are a pretty bad team, and they're going to lose this one.
So I did go on quite a tangent, and I did talk about this game quite a bit. But if I'm one thing, I'm a ride or die. And record be damned, despite how I feel about this team in its current state, it's Patriots by 40 every time.
Okay.
And he's a true G for that. He's a true G for that.
It's Patriots by 40 every time.
You gotta give respect where respect is due. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I have to, bro. I have to.
That is true.
DJ, what are you playing?
Yeah, what is this stream? It's the fucking dinosaur game.
I died.
He
Chad,
died.
you suck.
Samer, let him. Malik, Giants, Patriots.
I picked the Pats.
Okay. Samer, Giants, Patriots.
Drake May's gonna have an historic 80-point game that week.
Drake May. Drake May? May.
Drake, the schedule May.
Yeah, can I get iced latte with Drake May? I meant Drake May. I meant Drake May.
I meant Drake May. Drake May.
When is Drake May gonna do a State Farm commercial?
Honestly, let's be real. That's
it's
like
Drake
next
from
season.
State Farm. My bad.
He's too humble, bro.
That's actually funny though. Drake
from State Farm.
Drake and Josh.
At 2 in the morning, who is this? Drake from State Farm.
And Drake May kind of talks like that, where he's sort of like he's a very humble sounding guy.
Let's be
where
real.
He's just like he just talks very normally.
Let's be real, dude. If he would be doing that commercial, it's Drake from State Farm.
Drake from the schedule.
Drake from if you guys watch his post game interviews, bro, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Bro, I did hear him do that. He's like,
He all the time, bro.
Hey.
It's so funny. He's so hot.
Dijon, what were you thinking?
I mean, I think everyone is in agreement here. It is just the Pats.
Patriots, right? But by how much? Are you going the full 40?
No, it's sad to say this. I'm not confident enough.
39.
Just give me 28.
Okay.
28. A humble 28. Okay.
A humble 28. And
It is
honestly,
humble.
it's not even ridiculous to say that.
It is ridiculous to say
I
that.
don't know. Yeah, we'll see how much we score after the Giants are selling their 10-point lead.
I was gonna say, I think it comes down to like the Giants' defense is very good, but their offense, I mean, even is not horrible right now. It's the right now part, right? Because he will be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just kind of like I don't think their offense is good enough to contend with like the Patriots. You know what I mean? They at one point have a lead. They're not going to have it the whole game. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because Winston will sell at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and even if that's not the, I'm not saying that to like diminish the Patriots because that's not going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. They're just not going to be able to outscore the Patriots. It's that simple. At least for me. So I picked the Patriots. But if do you guys have anything else you guys want to say before we sign off?
Oh, yes. What are you guys thankful for in NFL terms in the league? What are you guys thankful for? It is that time of year. I think we should all take a time to reflect what we got, not take for granted. So I want to hear it, guys. What are we
Yeah.
thankful for this year?
Let me go last.
I will go at the end. Okay, I will go second to last.
Okay, okay. You know, Gus, you can go last, and I'll go second to last.
All right, thank you.
You gotta give us some
Take a
time.
second. Take a second.
Wait, okay.
Whoever's ready.
Let it ride.
I'm thankful that the Chiefs actually have a bad start and then not starting off at like 5-0, was it 12-0 like last year?
That's a good thing to be thankful for.
Yeah, fuck them.
I'm thankful for my Jags having an actual chance to win the Super Bowl.
I want to see you with the Jags jersey so bad, just like
yeah.
if they make it to the Super Bowl this year.
If they win the Super Bowl, I will tint my car or whatever it's called.
Wrap your car?
Yeah,
or whatever.
That shit costs like $1,000.
I'd pitch in. If they win,
yeah, they're not
winning.
winning.
The Super Bowl, I'm pitching in. Yeah, it's not happening. Samer, did you think? I am thankful that Joshua Patrick Allen play.
This is what I'm doing next time I see Samer. By the way,
it's only football.
That's Samer right there.
Hey, how do you think I feel, dude? What are you talking about?
We lost the goddamn Dolphins.
I wouldn't say that's the biggest of my problems this week, Malik, but I'm thankful that Joshua Patrick Allen plays for my team, and I'm thankful that you're allowed to fire GMs, head coaches, OCs, like just whenever you want. And, especially at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Now, Gus. Drake May.
Of course. There's quite a few things I'm thankful for. I am thankful for Vrabel, Josh McDaniels, and of course Drake May. Excuse me, Drake the schedule.
May.
But there's also a few things I'm thankful for that I don't voice enough because I feel like it gets covered, but I do want to express my gratitude. I am thankful for Brandon Bean, Joe Brady, and Sean McDermott, especially.
Yep, all right. You can cut the episode now. All right.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, that was all riled up.
Wait, can we recreate the outro? Because I don't have my soundboard with me. Wait,
Oh, yeah.
you're listening to All Riled Up.
Riled up.
Wait, what does Ollie even say?
Yeah, what does Ollie even say?
Oh God, my wife divorced me. She's taking my favorite football team and she's divorcing me.
He took my favorite
Wait,
man.
yes.
Come back next week to see how my house burned down and why my wife left me.
Yes. That's it.
And scene.
And scene.
My bad, boys. I was
And if Eunice is here, oh wait, shit, we should have said if Eunice is here. Oh, Baltimore Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens.
Bro,